And we're rolling. What's good, man?
All right, man. Just living life. How about you?
Hell yeah. Same, dude.
Yeah.
Glad to have you out.
Let's crack this open.
Yeah, look at these little pop top.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what tripped me out is I was going through like storage and just stuff. You know how it is, your life in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
And I found some of my old Tiger swag. I never got much. I never got a class ring or much, you know, but this is a 09 mug and it's got all the names on the back.
Man.
So like I peeped through the list and I'm like, oh shit, you're on there.
I'm on there.
Shun Lacey, all day, every day.
All day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a cool shirt, dude. What's up with that?
So Black Hawk is the...
Hell yeah.
That's why I wore it. Like, what's that? You know, it's a legit brewery.
Dope.
It's in Roswell. They make good ciders and stouts and stuff, but, you know, I love the looks I get.
Dope.
Especially
I like
on
it
my
too.
bike. I'm like, they're like...
Cheers, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
Hell yeah.
Finally. That's good.
Don't sweat it either, man. You turn this, you start talking, and then you forget you're even in here. So,
For real, yeah.
So you've been riding the bike a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, I just got new tires and stuff because,
Sick.
well, one popped on me going to cruises.
Yeah.
Like blowout type shit?
Like the inner tube was like balled up in there. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, so it's like one of the things, like, don't take life for granted for sure. 'Cause if that was a front tire, I would not be here right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know?
The motorcycle's no joke, man. So what kind of bike is it? Like a
It's a 07 Wide Glide, so
Harley status?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fast. It's like, because I do if I got a crotch rocket, man.
Yeah. Game over
Gone.
going too fast.
Yeah.
I've never really ridden motorcycles. I kind of feel like I'm missing a part of like something, you know? Like I got to try it one day.
You should. I mean, I'm not going to, be the advocate. Like, yeah, but you should, though. I think everyone should, at least even the little, the mini bike shit.
Yeah.
Everyone should try it at least.
What do they call them? Groms or something?
So, yeah, like those too.
Yeah, you know what? I think it'd be good to start on something small scale. You know what I want is like a street legal dirt bike. Like get a tiny little dirt bike, but if it's over 50cc, you have to get it registered and insured
right.
and all that. But get lights on it, turn signals, license plate. Do it legit.
Yeah.
But small enough where you could almost pick it up and throw it in your truck.
Yeah.
But you could zip through the ditches and the alleyways and shit.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful because you can pick it up, put it in your truck.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
got
right.
greasy hands around here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There's been some of that going around.
Yeah, they got me once too. Yeah, right when I first moved back here. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know it's a little small in here with
That's
the
all right.
table there, but
Right when I first moved back here from Texas, somebody got me.
fuck.
Yeah, that's all right. Life lessons.
It's karma, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much merit there is to that, but I feel like I just wouldn't want to like steal someone's shit.
Right.
Because then, well, for many reasons.
Right.
But also, especially a motorcycle or something, or a skateboard or something that it's like, man, like you stole that. Now you're going to get fucked up on that
Yes,
thing.
you are.
Because it's got that bad energy.
Yeah, especially if it's around here. Somebody, if you know like enough people or the right people, like, hey, isn't that your? Like, yeah, I saw. Such and such somewhere.
True that. Yeah. It's like the music scene is so small. You're like, motherfucker, that's my friend's guitar.
Like, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone knows who.
Everyone
who's got
knows.
what.
Yeah. Or at least you know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ain't that the truth? Shit, let me see what time we started. Right on the money, about 7:50, 7:45.
Yeah.
So you just had a birthday, right?
Yes, I did.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
I think we both did.
We both did, right?
So you're what, October something?
October 2nd.
2nd, right? So just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Dope. And I'm September 29. So.
Yeah. So we're like right
It was funny. You DM'd me like, happy birthday, my dude. And then like, I saw it was your birthday and then I was all click, like the same exact message.
Same exact message.
Right back at you. Yeah, that's cool, man.
That's good. No, it's good. It was a good day. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Best type of day, really.
Sometimes, yeah.
I gotta slow down.
You got too much shit going on
I
elsewhere.
have a lot to do. Yeah. It's like I say that even when I'm off, or even when I'm off work, I'm not off because something else is coming. So
The day off is just like time to get to work on your own shit. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get it in.
Yeah.
So how's working down the street over there?
That's great. I mean, it's a blessing, like really, because
Yeah.
I was just talking about, man, I'm tired of working on garbage trucks all day.
Right.
And the owner Bill was sitting right there. I was like, I wish I could learn how to brew. He said, why don't you come work here?
Awesome.
Okay.
It just happened.
I was sitting at the bar, so I'm like, yeah, I drink it. We'll make it now, right?
That's awesome. So no prior experience?
Nope.
That's cool.
Nothing.
I got heavily into it for a little while, like the process of brewing. Did a couple of home brew, like out of a kit, you know? Mm-hmm. But nothing like all grain from scratch like y'all are doing. That's sick.
It's a process.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it 10 to 13 hours a day, but you don't even notice.
It just flies by.
It flies because I'm having fun. They say when you have fun, you're not really working, right? So
right. You never work a day in your life if you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm loving it.
That's awesome, man.
So far, I'm loving it, man.
A lot of people can't say that, so
right.
That's cool.
And that's and that's what I say. If you ain't, man, get out, take that leap of faith.
Sure, why not?
I mean, I'm not huge on money, but it was a pay cut for sure. But
something to be said for your sanity.
Money ain't everything, right?
Nah, you're better off enjoying your life,
right? So yeah,
yeah,
not stressing as much. So it was great.
Good, man.
Yeah.
So for the listeners, so you work down at 575, and they've been open for what, 2, 3, 4 years? About 3 years?
28. Oh, I should know this. You'll fire me. 2018.
Okay, cool. 5 years already.
Yeah, I think that's.
That sounds about right.
He'll fire me.
No, that's a great idea. I always knew like a little brewery would kill it over here.
Yeah,
because when we first got this place, it crossed our minds, But of course, there's all the.
That's a lot of.
Because my mom used to work at SBDC, so it's Small Business Development Center.
Oh, okay, I got
So if you need any kind of like, how do I start an LLC or a company, or like, how do I do my taxes or file CRS reports, or any of that shit, she did. She helped people.
She did. Okay.
Start businesses.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, and me too with the orange curb skate stuff and all the stuff.
Yeah. Legit.
Not that I've done a lot with it. I mean, it turned into more of like
it's something though,
like an underground thing, not like a big storefront or something.
Right.
But yeah, man. Anyway, we had thought about doing like a brewery or some sort of business out of this place.
He's kind of teaching me the back end. All this, like.
I bet you it's gnarly.
It is. Yeah. I mean, everything. I'm kind of used to perfect handwriting, writing everything down. I'm used to from the Marines, but.
Yeah,
everything has to be spot on because you're reporting to the government, so it's got to be perfect. Which is kind of right up my alley. Sometimes I'm a troll,
Good.
Everything's got to be
like dot your I's or dot your
T's
T's
and cross your I's. Yeah,
cross your I's.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, that's cool. So you're doing like in the back, like brewing and stuff.
Yeah.
The big vats, so they call them the vats. And
so you got the big. You got 6 fermenters.
Fermenters.
Yeah, you got the hot liquor tank in the middle or in the back, and then the mash tun, and then the boil kettle.
Sick.
Yeah, man.
And all the mad ingredients, all like the oats and the grains and the barley, different types of hops.
Yep, got all types of hops, different grains.
Do you do what's it, dry malt extract or?
No, it's
just all
grain.
All grain.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's no extract.
We use RO water, so the reverse osmosis.
Dope.
So we put the, I'm not gonna give away.
Yeah, no, you can't give away the recipe. But, the water is something to be said for the water.
It's huge.
Like the alkalinity or pH or
huge. Okay, because
acidicness or
either alkaline or acidic.
Yeah.
So depending on what beer, some beers like alkaline, some you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we just scratch it off, do our little thing.
Dope. I noticed that, like say, for instance, High Desert in Las Cruces.
Yep. Man, I love that place.
It's so good. But the different types of beer, you could drink it, but you still know it's a High Desert beer.
Yeah.
Because it's something behind the curtain.
Yep.
There's like a water profile, something. There's a mouthfeel.
Yep.
And there's all that stuff that goes into a beer. And, that's what really makes it signature. And it's not just the beer recipe. I think it's like the whole... It's just the brewery, like the water and all that.
It's everything. I say made with love. Mostly I say love, but it's really cleaning. Like they say 75 to 80% of brewing being clean.
Oh, huge.
Which is perfect. I like to clean. So
right. Sanitation and like all the little kits I got, they're like sanitation is key, and you gotta clean all your stuff because man, it can really throw your whole thing.
Because it sounds cliche, but it's really not. Like they hammer that in there. You need to be clean.
Yeah.
Which is strange, right?
Like extra clean.
A guy likes to be clean, right?
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm pretty clean too. I mean, I ain't afraid to get dirty, but after I get dirty, I like getting clean.
Yeah. Getting cleaned up, a little dapper.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh shit. That's cool. The dog's kicking it with us.
Chilling.
She's behind the scenes. She gets anxiety, like separation anxiety.
Gotcha.
Because she's my mom's dog. My mom lives next door over there.
Oh, okay.
But she's out of town. And so I'm kind of dog sitting, and then she gets like lonely as shit.
Not a bad gig, right?
Yeah. She's doing all right.
She's back there chilling, man. Chilling.
Hell yeah.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, man. So I feel like we've like known each other forever, but not really.
Because like we know different. So I was looking at the one last night. I forgot his name. Jared.
Mm-hmm.
We had Jared on here. We were talking about some of the stuff. Some of the same ideas. Like we got different circles. We know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a circle bouncer, I guess you'd say.
For sure.
It's different, because it's nice to, know people from all walks of life. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still feel that way.
Because I hadn't seen you in forever.
It's been a minute.
Man, like straight middle school or high school stuff. Like, because even in high school, people went more their own way.
Yeah.
And I was kind of a ghost because I just.
Yeah.
Like you get into that bigger pool of people, but it seemed like a bigger pool coming from like middle school.
Yeah.
But then, and then you just mix with different folks, and you go your own way.
Yeah.
And then you grow up. All of a sudden, you go off, and next thing you know, it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years. Like, wait, what?
And then,
you don't grow up, you grow out now, right? So.
Oh yeah. Got to keep it in shape.
Yeah.
Keep it lean. But yeah, I saw you at the V. What, like maybe 2 years ago or something?
Something like that. And I was like, wait, is that? I was like, oh
no shit.
No, what? Because I love I love live music.
Yeah, absolutely,
man. I'm happy. I'm in a band now, so
that's cool as shit.
Man, we out there now.
Yeah, Yankee Lima. So how did all that come about?
So it's a strange. It's one of the things. Like it was based off of, I'd say, tragedy. We had an employee there, Chuck Easley. He had passed. So his brother Scott, who we already knew.
Okay.
I was there to help support him. You support your boys.
Right.
And Dale Young was already there because they know each other.
Yep.
And I told Dale, I was like, yeah, I like to fiddle around, bass, drums.
Like they had a band together?
No. They're we're just there because Chuck and Dale were
just friends.
Yeah, because they were in the Border Patrol together.
Oh, right.
Chuck and Dale.
Yeah.
But Scott was there too because he's around a lot. We know him.
Scott, Rabbit Hole Scott?
Scott E. Redmond.
Scott Redmond. Am I missing the last name?
Redmond.
Does he own the Rabbit Hole?
No.
Is that a different Scott? That's Big Scott Edwards.
Yeah,
Scott Edwards.
Yeah. No, sorry, different Scott. Yeah. Sorry.
That's my bad.
Don't want to start a rumor. No.
Yeah,
so they knew each other.
Scott Edmond?
Redmond.
Okay. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's over there off of Quail Trail or something.
way back there.
Yeah, homie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. My bad.
So Chuck is Chuck is his brother. He passed tragically.
Oh, shit.
So they all knew each other. I told Dale, I like to play music. Well, I like to think I can play music, drums, bass. He's like, hey, I might have something for you. And I went to his house one day, started playing songs.
Dale?
Dale's house, yeah. Dale Young, yeah.
Because you've been kicking drums for a long time, right?
Long time, yeah. Sick. I knew that before I knew, tuba or anything else. So
sick. So you played drums and then joined what, middle school band or something? And then the rest
is
just music.
I love music.
Dope.
I mean, music to me is music,
Yeah.
Touches you a certain way.
Oh, yeah. There's something as like, well, it's a universal language, but it's kind of true because you could have, all the language barriers and cultural barriers and all that, but you get like, the vibes.
Yep.
It's just something you can feel.
Yeah.
Beyond. It's like another sense.
It is. And it's if you're, I don't want to say if you're good at it, if you understand it enough, just like, basic English or whatever, basic language.
Yeah.
You put stuff together, people are like,
you can communicate, understand, relate.
And that's the greatest thing ever.
Hell yeah.
That's so cool, man.
It is really cool. It's special.
Yeah.
That connection.
Especially when other people understand what you understand. Having conversations.
Unspoken conversation. Yeah, from the soul. Yeah.
Key.
Because it comes from somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a pool of magic. Like you don't really own it. You just grab it. And it's like alchemy.
Yeah.
Just like you can just create and be like, wow, it's all this like magical stuff. And then you throw it out there.
As long as you remember where it came from.
Yeah.
And not, I'm the greatest ever.
Oh, yeah.
I invented this. Like, no. Someone did it before you.
Yeah. We all just spin up the same
That's it, man.
The same old chemicals.
That's it.
Yeah, same old elements.
That's it.
I was looking at a periodic table the other day, and I was like, isn't that fucking crazy that everything you know of is like this stuff? And who figured that shit out?
Yeah,
Like, so, what do you mean I belong? Like on like everything I am, everything I've ever known is this.
Is this?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And that's so cool. I like science.
Me too, man.
It's been a while, but yeah, I'm trying to go back to school too, man.
Dope.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I'm brewing.
Yeah,
I was gonna get a degree, right?
Like chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering.
There you go.
I want to. That math though.
Oh yeah.
Never been my strong suit.
Only reason I know that is because I took a brewing class at MSU.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was under the heading, chemical engineering, and I was all, damn, like that sounds technical.
Sounds efficient, right?
Because I was like College of Arts and Sciences, and then there's all kinds of degrees underneath that. It's a wide umbrella. It's like the biggest umbrella there is almost.
Yeah.
And then there's like College of Education, College of Engineering, College of music. Yada yada yada, music.
Yeah.
Even music falls under Arts and Sciences.
Does it?
At least at the school, at NMSU.
NMSU, yeah. Yeah, shout out to NMSU.
Yeah.
NMSU Rugby.
That's what's up.
Shameless plug. No, yeah, I coached. Well, I helped coach the men's. Oh. I say coach, but I'm like, yeah.
Currently or did?
Yeah. I'm still
sick.
In the middle of the fall season, so.
Well, shit. If you coach rugby, that means you played rugby at some point, right?
Yeah, this is year 14.
What?
Yeah.
How does one find rugby? So we didn't have it in high school.
Well, I went to NMSU. In fall of 2009.
Right.
So
after we got out.
Right after we got out.
Yeah.
I see it on TV and I'm like, it's kind of interesting. And it's like I went to NMSU. Obviously, I walked past the recruiting booth. I look. He's like, "You want to play rugby, don't you? Get over here."
Damn.
Rest is history.
You just fell in, huh?
I loved it.
And you can't unsee it.
No.
I was talking to my girlfriend earlier like that. Sometimes like you just can't unsee it. Like you'll never stop in your mind.
I won't.
You'll never undo it because you always know that world, and you know.
I'm stuck now. They got me.
Even if you don't do it, or even eventually you're not coaching anymore or whatever, but you'll still follow it. Maybe
I will.
Like,
hey, there's wheelchair rugby, so even if my legs are broken,
no shit, huh?
We're still playing, baby.
Wheelchair rugby.
Yeah.
Fucking sick,
man. Until they put me in the casket, I'm playing rugby.
Dope.
Or it's being around rugby because I love it.
I don't know much about it, so it's how is it similar and different than football?
Well,
for somebody like me who's kind of clueless.
See, I don't want to. There's a game we used to play.
Is it at all like football?
Football came from it.
Okay.
The idea. There's a game we used to play as kids. I don't want to, can't smear that game. So think of it as an organized game of that. Whoever has the ball, hit them. There's a bunch of different laws and stuff.
Okay.
That are ever changing, but think of it as that, organized game of that.
All right.
Pass backwards or lateral. You can kick forward.
Oh, all right.
The term touchdown came from rugby. You have to touch it down to score. So
okay.
Yeah, it's one of the ones.
Is it broken down into like what are the intervals? Like is it like
sorry, 2 40-minute halves.
2 40-minute halves
for 15s. But if there's 7s, it's 2 7-minute halves. If 10s, there's different variations of it. But that's what I say. Let's keep it simple.
Right.
For 15s, 2 40-minute halves.
Okay.
It's a lot more running than people think.
I just find it so interesting that there's such a world within worlds.
Uh-huh.
Like you were listening to Jared. Yep. You said Jared Shaw.
Yeah.
The guy who's all into bowling.
Yeah.
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 So it's like, he knows worlds within this bowling spectrum, and you're just like, who knew bowling was so damn interesting?
I didn't know that either. I was like, wow.
Like I always liked bowling.
Yeah.
Like if I was ever filthy ass rich, like I would have a bowling lane in my house, just because I think it'd be cool as shit.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like have a couple lanes. It's just you and your friends kicking it and just bowl. Like, dude, come over and bowl tonight.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's something like.
It's so fun.
And if I was filthy rich, I'd have a rugby pitch out back.
Right.
Big uprights. Just because.
I guess you don't have to be filthy rich. The thing is about bowling lane, you got to have that nice floor.
And then the oil,
and then
right?
that machinery too to like re-rack the paint. It seems like it's like you got to ante up and get that initial investment in.
You do. It's like a one big,
Because I got the skateboard shit, but I'm like, you can do that with $300 and a Home Depot credit card. Like,
there you go.
As long as you know how to build shit.
Right.
Like it's 2x4s and plywood.
Yeah, it's very important too.
Definitely went expensive now.
Yeah.
But when I built all that stuff, it's not that much.
A little cheaper, right?
Yeah. It's not as much as people would think.
Right. Okay.
Like, Tim, you go to skate park? And I'm like, the real gift is the location and the floor and the building.
The building.
But anybody can build a grind box,
Right.
And then you just replicate that and then you slope a few of them and they're ramps. And,
okay.
it's not as crazy as it looks.
Even it looks intricate to me.
And it kind of is, but it's just like, it's not like crazy, like concrete or something.
Yes, I've always envied you.
Because if I was rich, I would do like a concrete park.
Okay.
Like, California skate parks, get out here and build this shit,
right.
you know?
Yeah. No, I always envy the skate crew. I always wanted to, but the balance, you know.
I had an elementary school teacher say that her son one time asked her, he said something about, I want to be rich. And she's like, you are rich. And he's like, what do you mean? Show me the money. And she's like, you're rich with like family and culture and love and like people who care about you. And then like that always stuck with me my whole life.
It
you
does.
know?
Yeah.
So I always felt rich. Like after that, I'm like, man, I'm like, cared for. I got friends.
Especially, I'm not gonna say everyone should join the military, but if you do, you go to different. I've been to different countries. You start to see. Yeah. Like, man,
see, I never traveled anywhere international.
Yeah, in the convoy. I remember this will hurt a lot to me. I'm in a convoy. Appreciate it. Yeah. In a convoy in Djibouti, East Africa.
Damn.
The children are running after us. Hey, mister, give me food. Like, that's the only English they know, but it's like, I'm scrounging on my, all my gear. Like, what do I got? MREs or stuff like that. So, like you said, yeah, we're lucky here,
Oh, man.
A lot of people that say we aren't great have never been.
They have no perspective
anywhere.
outside.
They've never been anywhere. So I always say, hey, get out, travel.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, man. I haven't done any international traveling really. I want to.
You should.
I need to.
I think everybody should.
I felt like after the whole vaccine pandemic, all that crazy shit, I was like even a little less like I'm just like, I don't know, kind of skeptical on traveling when all that shit hit the fan.
I'm with you. Yeah. I don't like, it's tough to say. I don't really like people that much, but
I think for me, I would want to really research wherever I'm going for a while. Like say, okay, I'm going next summer. We'll spend the year like learning some key phrases in the language of wherever you're going. Like, where's the bathroom? Like, restaurant. El restauranto.
Very important.
I don't fucking know. But yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah. Learn how to find your way around and then don't look like such a like a tourist. You want to try to like
immerse yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like the worst thing is just to become a victim, where you're like, that fool ain't from here.
Right.
You don't want to be walking around like a foreigner.
Not like this.
You want to blend in.
I know.
So, like, that's my biggest fear. Because even just going somewhere in the U.S., in a way different state, even just like I took off and went to Cali, bro, like when I was young, like 19 or something, being all like, I'm gonna go to Cali, bro. And then you get there and you're like, this is fucking sketchy. Like, there's some areas where you're like, I didn't realize. Like, I drove my friends into Lake Tahoe. That wasn't sketchy as far as people, but terrain.
Yeah.
We drove in there at night.
Oh.
And my homie's like, he's like, dude, I'm not in Tahoe. I'm in South Lake Tahoe. Like, there's two different. It's split by the lake. So he's like, you need to go back down that road. And he's like, just be careful though, man. That road's sketchy. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was for sure. Like, I took his word. We were driving real slow. But the next day, we ended up going back down that road during the daytime. And I was like, damn. Like, I just didn't realize what thick ass woods I drove into. Like, just ignorant, being like, just didn't know where I was.
Right. Well, that's that leap of faith you're talking about. I was talking about earlier, right? Sometimes you just gotta.
You gotta jump in.
Just gotta do it, man.
It was totally worth it.
It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's half of the adventures I've been on. Fuck it, man. Let's go.
We were gonna go camping.
Yeah.
And I told my friends like bring camping gear,
Uh-huh.
And then like my one friend, he's like an outdoors kind of guy, and he had some gear and shit. But the other two guys just didn't have much. My homie had like a thin ass blanket. And then like we get to the friend's house in Tahoe, and I'm like, yeah, man, you know any campgrounds around here? And he's like, yeah, there's one right down the street from my house. But people that are in a bigger place right down the street is a lot further than what we're used to in small town. So he's like, I'll take you over there real quick. So we drive and drive. And then he's like, finally, like, yeah, it's right here. And I have no idea where I'm at. And I'm like, yeah, damn, this is thick, like grizzly bear type shit. He's like, yeah, grizzly bear type shit. And then I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, can we just sleep at your house?
He's like, yeah, come on,
like, yeah. We're not from here.
No,
man.
yeah.
And my friends aren't prepared to camp. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, I'm camping and hiking, forever ruined for me. That's for sure. But
yeah,
just
you've had a lot of it.
I had a lot, man. 4 years worth. No, I'm glad I did it though. Would I do it again? Possibly.
Like the Marines, you mean?
Yeah.
So you did your 4 and then got out.
Yeah. Even did some reserve time.
Did you do? So you did go to NMSU. Did you end up just going to the Marines or?
Yeah. I'll say when I first went to MSU, I was I still am, but very immature. All I did was, party.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me get out of here before I get in serious trouble.
Okay, so you went down to Las Cruces to main campus.
To 2009 to 2011.
You were living over there.
Yeah, like 2011, I was like, all right, I'm done. I gotta leave.
Right.
Before I do something really stupid. So.
Dang.
Yeah.
At least you could see through it.
Yeah, kinda. Sometimes, sometimes when I'm on, I'm on. When I'm not.
So you hit the recruiter and.
Yeah. It's like, get me out of here.
Yeah. Any particular reason why Marines or?
Well, I had 2 friends that were already doing it,
mm-hmm.
and I was just hanging out with them.
Yep, you're part of that circle now.
Like, recruiter's like, yeah, come on. I was like, what's it gonna hurt to see?
Sure.
And I was somehow qualified.
Dope.
Scored pretty high in the ASVAB. Had a contract, of what I was gonna do anyway. So artillery, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that's why I came here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No joke, huh?
Yeah, I had good times. I did.
Yeah.
Bad times, good times. It's life though.
For sure. 2 sides of the same coin, man.
Yeah.
No matter what you get into.
No matter what you do, no matter where you go,
Mm-mm.
you got good times, you got bad times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did some international travel,
Mm-hmm.
and where would they have you stationed at?
So I was at Camp Lejeune, so North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep. Trust me, that's like the state song too.
That guy's like screaming in everybody's head.
That's the state song too, I swear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they played that a lot. It was fun, man. I wanted California. Obviously, I'm from here, so I went close to home. But they said, nah, you going somewhere else.
You know how many people like go in the military and then they get stuck at Holloman or something? And they're like
That's
grew
funny.
up here your whole life and then you get
funny.
booked at Holloman.
That's funny, yeah, because my parents are Air Force.
A lot of people end up here
Yep.
because of that,
That's how we got here. So, yeah, it's military, man. Kind of, yeah, I'd say do it, but do your research first.
You know what trips me out is, because I'm a teacher,
Uh-huh.
right? So that's crazy. enough.
I was like,
So then I was talking to this kid today. He's a senior, a baseball player, really cool kid.
Yeah.
Got his stuff together, really doing well.
yeah,
Just one of those on the ups.
yeah,
But not like too much though either. He's just like, he's cool.
he's cool.
But he's kind of got a plan already, and he's going to do Air Force and
Okay.
the boot camp, and then he's going to do, what do they call it, the reserves, or he's got a plan to go to college and all this.
Yeah.
He's looked at it all.
Cool.
And it's dope. And why did I bring that up? Oh, because I was telling him, I was like, man, it seems like forever, right? Like I was like, what are you going to do, like 4 or whatever? And I'm like, 4 years, or I was like, people used to talk to me when I was younger and be like, man, like even my stepdad would be like, man, just join the military, man. You do like you're 20, man. You'd be retired at 38, you know? And I was just like, that's forever. Like 4 years, let alone 20. I'm like, I'm going to sign up for 4 years. But now, like, I just turned 33. What about you?
33.
33. So, like, 5 years from now, like, I have friends.
Yep, that are still in.
That are still in.
Yep.
And that are like, eligible to retire.
They're
like
about to retire. I'm like.
And if I keep working in the field that I'm working in, I'm at least another 20.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
I
think they raised it to 30 now, and I've been in for like 5. So I owe like 25 more years.
Man, it'd be like that. But I don't think I'll ever retire though.
Yeah.
I have to do stuff.
Of course.
Like I took the week off from work. Mm-hmm. I'm just at home.
Yeah.
Bored. Sean
you got stuff to do.
Get in trouble when I get bored. So I don't think I'll ever retire. But yeah, I feel you. Like I wanted to do it for the long haul. My mom did. She did Air Force. But the Marines, man, my body hurts.
Yeah,
Still.
just from PT or just the job and everything.
Yeah, all that stuff, man. Lifting heavy, being dumb, jumping out of trucks with 80 pounds of gear. Yeah, you're young. Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm like 33. It's like everything cracks when I wake up in the morning.
You start to feel it. It's weird.
Man.
It is weird. I try not to admit it, and I keep telling myself, I'm like, nah, your age is a number, your biological age is something else, and there is some merit to that too.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a little bit of that, like you crossed a line at some point, a little bit, just like even just with sleep or whatever.
Just like,
you're like, dude, I'm just fucking tired right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like.
Or like you look back at all the stuff you did and you're like, how did I have so much in me? You know?
Yeah. No, I think part of that for us, I think testosterone, I think it is. Like after you hit like 30, it just, it's kind of weird, right? Like all of a sudden you don't have the
drive,
pep in your step, you know?
Yeah.
Man, that's a damn shame. 'Cause I feel like I got a lot left in me, right?
Yeah.
So I try to stay in shape. I mean, round is a shape, but
yeah,
I try to stay in good shape, you know, good enough. So if I do have kids one day, you know, whatever, I want to be around, you know, see them grow up, you know. So
yeah, I've been real into that lately, man. The whole like just trying to the whole organism, the whole like your life, your physiology, your mental, your spiritual, like alignment, harmony,
all that stuff.
But that's what I realized. I think I had an epiphany one day where I'm like, it's not about being like good all the time or happy all the time or whatever. Like, it's just about balance. Like the extremes are always the extremes. Like the Instagram people that have like the sickest lives, and you're like, you know, you look at that stuff and you're like, damn, like my life, you know, it's not like that.
Right.
But I'm like,
but you don't know what they do.
What's the reverse side of that too? Like when you were in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, well, your life ain't like that either.
Yeah.
So
it's like, yeah.
Depends on who you're looking at.
To be in the middle, yeah.
But harmony is good. You're like, well, like I'm doing well. Like I got friends, you know, like I got like a, you know, whatever, work that I align with.
Yeah.
You know, I'm healthy. You know, all that stuff. And you're just like, that's harmony. That's what you want.
And that's what you say, like all of it too, not just physical, spiritual, but mental, especially after COVID.
Yeah.
Mental, man. Like, you know, a lot of people got fucked. They got lost work.
Yeah.
A lot of people got fucked the other way. Like I was still working on garbage trucks. Our workload went up, right?
Okay.
Everyone's at home. Everyone's throwing away stuff.
Yeah.
That means cans are heavier.
Yeah, you were
Trucks
most
break.
essential.
Yeah. Trucks break. I was a mechanic. So trucks break. Guess who has to go out there and fix it?
Yeah.
Or get it going.
It's like you guys, the UPS guys, all the food service.
Yeah. So now
I worked in restaurants for a long, long time. I wasn't working restaurants when that happened, but
Right.
my restaurant people were like, dude, it's the busiest we've ever
busiest
been.
you've ever been. Yeah. It's like no one in the store, but it's the busiest you've ever been. And I've never been a dick to restaurant people because of that one movie, but
Waiting.
yeah. Even before
How
that,
about a little garlic salt?
Yeah, a little Vermunda. No. No, but always, you know, I say raised right, but you know, I take stuff I've learned as a kid and apply it to life. Don't be a fucking dick to people. You don't know what they're going through.
Oh.
So you be nice to people.
Yeah.
And even, you know, this is my first like service job besides McDonald's.
Okay.
I have a huge, you know, appreciation for those that are in it, especially like waiters, waitresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, it's rough out there on the front line, man.
People are fucking assholes. Like I've done back of house at the brewery. I bartended over there, which I hate. I'm scared. No.
Yeah.
I like my
It's not your preference.
It's not. I like my regulars, but there's, you know, you want to be professional and not, you know, reach across the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that. I can't do that. I like my job.
It's misdirected hostility.
Yeah.
You know, I think people sometimes just don't even know. Or if you were filming them and you could show a tape, like a recording of them later, they'd be like, that's me acting like that, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, shoo.
Yeah. So I learned to, because it doesn't take much to get me pissed or agitated. It doesn't take much, but I've learned to not put it out there, you know, just kind of breathe a little bit, you know.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore? Where he's like, here comes the putter throw. Wait. You know, he's like stops right before he throws the putter because he's like getting his anger under control. That's what I always think. I'm like, you're just like, you're about to be like, you know what? Oh, no. Yeah, it ain't worth it.
Dude, it ain't worth it. Yeah, we're
worth it.
too old to be acting like a child.
And then, like, you just don't want to empower, like, you don't want to let that, like, overrun you. You're like, I'm stronger than whatever this shit is.
Right.
Like, it's not going to get into me and control my emotional governor.
Exactly.
Know?
Especially
like, only I can decide when I fucking go there.
Yep.
If I'm ready to go there, then all right, here we go.
Yeah,
let's open it up.
Let's open it
but
up.
you're not opening it up.
Right. No, it's on me. Especially because I know me.
Yeah.
If I'm there, we're going.
Yeah.
Take my shirt off. Come on, buddy.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Yeah. So I try not to, you know, especially with cameras nowadays. It's like like y'all said, back when we were younger, man, I'm glad we didn't have it.
Oh man,
I'm glad man.
The stuff these kids have to go through now.
Yeah.
Like having their whole life on Snap.
On Snap, I'm trying to get with the times, but not really.
I always think of how many. I started thinking about it with like Disney photos, like when you go down Splash Mountain and you take the picture and you're the awkward face, but there's all those people in the back of your photo.
Yeah.
And they're complete strangers. But they might be on your like family hallway wall or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like assuming your family's someone who hangs Splash Mountain photos.
Right.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The point's there.
Yeah.
And there's complete strangers on your wall. Like how many photos are you in? In somebody else's photo.
But
right? Especially now with videos and Snap and just like how much shit are you in the background of somebody else's?
I didn't think about that. Oh,
You're just trapped on like.
Now I'm like, oh man.
On some digital media somewhere.
Oh man, especially
It's just funny. A funny thought.
It is.
Not that it means anything. It's just funny to speculate.
It's kind of, but especially where we're going technology wise.
It's a trip.
Here's my tinfoil hat time. But the AI shit that's going on. You're in a photo, and all of a sudden they can manipulate.
Yeah. They could grab sound bites of this whole podcast and make me say a bunch of dumb shit.
Same.
Like as if I don't say enough dumb shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
just by myself.
I'm already in trouble anyway. So, fuck it.
Yeah. I heard Joe Rogan being like, they're like making a bunch of AI. Or like, the companies will use ads or they'll take like voiceover stuff or they'll just be like, so-and-so backs this without even consulting them
I didn't even know I was on the shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm on the shit. Like, still looking at my checking account.
And there's all that fine print. Well, technically, YouTube owns it because you published it or, whatever.
It's awesome. All
your
types
voice
of
is
shit.
Technically our property. And it's like Facebook with all them photos. Yeah. You could just go to anyone's Facebook and just download their photo and just like, it's your photo.
It's me now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me now. Yeah. That's why I
just save to phone. You can just click on Pat Chasm's profile pic and just save to phone, and now you just have my face or whatever.
Just my lovely face. Yeah, I try not to take too many pictures anymore.
It's a trip.
To me, it's like the memories. If they weren't there, sucks for them.
I've been doing all this stuff, and I'm like, like the podcast and like messing around with vlogs and stuff. But it's kind of like you're putting your life on blast and you're like, why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this?
Is this like ego or like what is it? I just find it fun. It's like storytelling.
That's it.
It's just another form of creativity and art. And like, I'm like, if the people who watch it probably like it, because if they didn't like it, they wouldn't watch it. And all the people who don't like it don't watch it. So it is what it is. Or sometimes you feel like, damn, did I really put that out there?
Right.
Well, there
it's out there. Or people on the keyboards, you suck.
Yeah.
Say it to my face, you bum.
For sure.
Come on. Put them up.
If you get some real haters, you're doing something right anyway. Like you've reached another level when you're getting legit haters. Because I'm too small right now. I don't have any haters yet. That's like good. As far as YouTube.
Right.
But eventually, like if I start getting haters, I'll be like, damn, my channel's picking up.
All right. I see where we're at.
Some traction.
Yeah. I try. Yeah. If I do have haters, it's because I'm doing me, not acting out some certain way, to get haters. But you're gonna get hated on.
Yep.
Everyone gets hated on. It's
no matter what. Yeah, no matter what.
It's fine. Yeah. Learn. Whatever. Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
So I saw you guys play at 575 one time, probably before you worked there. But it was cold, and I had somewhere else to be, and I couldn't stick around long. Oh. Maybe, I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah. All my days are mashed together. I have no idea.
It was a while ago.
Was it?
But so it was you and Dale and Steve.
Okay.
And it's still the original trio, right?
Yes, us, yeah. So. That's cool shit. Like 10 years ago, you say, you're gonna be in a band, pretty successful, got merch, hats, shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
You have music on.
Is that one of your hats right there?
It is.
That shit's dope.
Yeah.
I need to get me one of those.
Yeah, I got you.
Nice.
10 years ago.
Brandon Bills.
Yeah.
I got some of those, the Poop City ones.
Yeah.
Now those are what do they call the dad hats?
Or it's the fitted or whatever.
Fitted trucker, flex fit or something.
Yeah, flex fits though.
Because mine are the snapbacks, and they're dope, but they're high crown.
Okay.
And as much as I love the hat, like it's just like how it's about the fit.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the fit. I don't know. I don't prefer the high crown. I guess I didn't know that.
Right.
They're still dope.
You wouldn't know unless you know. Like I
find lately I like these unstructured.
Yeah.
Kind of like low crown.
Yeah.
But no, those are dope. The Brandon Bills.
I'm a fitted kind of guy. Sometimes you need that trucker hat.
Yeah.
Sometimes just however you feel. It
just depends on the day. Those are clean though.
I like
that logo too.
Yeah. We've gone through a couple names. We're gonna be Desert Eagle. We're gonna be such and such. Young and Lacey because there was two of us for a while.
Oh yeah.
They're like, no, that doesn't sound right. You know, it sounds like a
strip club.
Yep. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not.
Young and Lacey. Edgy. Yeah.
Edgy. Ooh. Risque, you know.
Yeah. It is cool though.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's dope.
We're trying.
So Yankee Lima, though, where did that come from?
So we're, you know, he was in Border Patrol. I was in Marines.
Okay.
We use a phonetic alphabet. So it's our last names in the. So yeah. So Yankee is for the Y. Lima is for the L.
Dope.
So yeah, it's our last names in the phonetic alphabet. I'm digging it. You know.
It's really cool.
We wanted it simple, but not, you know, recognizable. You know. So
band names grow on you. Like at first, you say it out loud, and you're like, "That's weird."
Mm-hmm.
And then like you say it some more, and you say it some more, and it becomes a household name, and you're like, "Man, it couldn't be anything else."
Yeah.
You know.
This is what we're going with. Sometimes,
like,
yeah.
I noticed that with skateboard companies. Like some of them are so abstract at first, like Alien Workshop,
Yeah.
Toy Machine, like
Girl,
Baker, Girl, Chocolate. You know,
girl,
like fucking Zero. You know, and they're all Foundation, and then like you dig into them, and you're like, nah, like
you know, I kinda dig
now
that.
you can't imagine a world where they don't exist.
Where they don't exist, right?
You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like people want catchy, simple. Mm-hmm. We have attention span like that big. So catchy, simple. And then see what you do is you hook them in with the simple, and you know, come on. I got, you know, deeper stuff over here. Mm-hmm. That's the way I live it. That's the way I look at it, especially music, right?
For sure.
Because I went to school for music for a little bit. Well,
okay.
I say I did, but
yeah, you did.
I didn't practice, but no, yeah, you hook them in, simple. Then once they're you know fans, they believe in what you're doing.
You can show them a little more.
Check this deeper stuff I got. You know, that's how you get them, and that's truly a fan if they're rocking with you from the beginning. So
that's awesome. You know what? I've experienced some of that with Blink 182 lately. Because I mean they're always in the background. It's skate punk, skate rock, punk, pop punk.
I remember.
You know.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time liking it and then being like, well, it's kind of mainstream, and then you stray away from it a little bit because it's so mainstream. Then you dive into more underground stuff, and you're like, oh, that stuff's not that cool, man. Check out all this other stuff. And then like all this time goes by, and then they start coming out with this other stuff way later. Like Tom left the band for a while.
Okay.
And then they like had this reunion thing, and like now they're writing like this new album that's about to drop. It's like they'd released 2 singles, and they're like emotionally heavy. And you're like, damn, but it's also mature.
Right.
And it's the same old thing, but it's like come around full circle like 20, 25 years later.
They've been,
and you're just like, damn.
Because they've been going for a while, right? Like,
I'm like, damn, they're like one of my favorite bands right now. Like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's also,
and I like a lot of deeper, more instrumental, more complex prog type shit a lot of times. But I'm like, the simple roots of just like skate punk, skate pop punk. I'm
back in the day, man.
Damn, this is killing it,
skate,
man.
like punk, hardcore,
hip
hop, all those. Yeah, I was looking at Thrasher videos the other day. I was like,
sick.
Man, I wish I could do that stuff. I always envy you guys that could do that. You know.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was cool. I was like,
skateboarding looks cool, man.
But I know it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, to me, you're an athlete as well. You know.
Absolutely.
Because I did, you know, football, basketball, track, baseball, that stuff, band. But you got skateboarding, man. I started snowboarding.
Oh, sick.
So I'm like, man, I get it now. It's like, this shit's hard.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, it's fun. And this shit's hard. So I always had respect for you guys, but I always wanted to be in that crowd, you know.
Yeah, the skaters are interesting, man.
Yeah, I was always the in the crowd, like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to get into it, but yeah.
It's the barrier to entry is crazy with skateboarding, man, and it just takes a while. But yeah, it's just like, it's the hardest, most intricate, craziest thing.
Yeah.
But everything is, though.
Everything is.
It's like playing the drums or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
There's levels to it.
There's levels to it, right.
There's like people, like I can play some, a little bit, but I'm not like a drummer, but like a real drummer, you give that guy like just a practice pad and all the like, just the stuff that they can do with just the sticks alone. And you're like, man, that guy's a drummer.
Yeah. It's like, you can tell, like I can play guitar, but I'm not a guitar player.
Right. Some people pick it up.
Just learn the basics, you know.
But you could tell a skater by like the way they move.
Yeah.
Like it's just the finesse. You're like, damn, like that dude's like, he can just flow.
This guy's,
the way that he moves up and down and like,
this guy gets it. Yeah.
Because some people can do the tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're good, but there's like an extra level of like flavor to it, you know?
No, I get it. Yeah. You can always tell, I don't want to say the ringleader, but like every crew's got their they're stud, right? It's like, man,
yeah, for sure.
Man, this guy's good. We try to get like him. And there's no hate, just like, man, how you do that? Or teach me some stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Put some game up, something like that's why I try to hang around people with different walks of life. I don't know everything.
Of course.
I'm never going to know everything.
Nope.
Never stop learning, right?
Yep.
Just different stuff. I'm like, hey man, how you do that? Or hey, you know, or point me in the right direction so I can learn it.
Yeah.
Put my own twist on it, you know.
You know what's cool is there's always enough to go around too. Yeah. I think like when you kind of when you're discovering it, you like hold tight to things, you know, and you're like, this is my shit, you know, and you're like, this is our crew, this is our stuff. Like you're a little bit like you're kind of building something though.
Yeah.
But eventually after you build it and you're looking down on everything, you're like, man, like you want to share it and like pull more people up, and you're like, man, this thing could get bigger.
Like I think
like we're not. This isn't all that it is. It can get bigger.
I think J. Cole said it's like, what good is first class if my homies can't eat? Or can't sit, you know?
Yep.
That's it right there.
That's perfect.
If you all had that mentality, man, you good.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's it right there.
That's beautiful. That's really cool, man.
Yeah. So sometimes, you know, I know some things.
Yeah.
I know some things about some things.
Some snippets of wisdom.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, man. Those little quotes.
Yeah.
That are like, oh.
It's just kind of stick with you. Like, oh, okay. I like that perspective. I can rock with that. All right. Yeah.
Damn, there's some good quotes.
Yeah. A lot of good ones.
So many good ones. Oh, yeah. One that I show at the beginning of the year is the John Lennon quote about like my teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up. And I said, happy. She's like, I don't think you understand the assignment. And he's like, I don't think you understand life.
Ooh.
And you're just all, damn.
Damn. If I was in that class, I'm like, damn.
Like,
you ain't got no nipples.
John Lennon, dude.
John Lennon.
It's heavy.
Heavy. Yeah.
There's a bunch of those Beatles quotes, man.
Beatles, yeah. Never really got into them. They're good.
Me either. But it's like the family tree of music, you know?
Yeah.
They, like you go so far back and your favorite band.
Right.
There's just a lot of history to it, like the culture, the freedom.
Yeah.
Like the growing of the hair past the ears if you're a guy, like blue jeans.
Whoa.
You know?
Bell bottoms and stuff. Yeah.
Even the amps. Like amps, they started making guitar amplifiers bigger and higher wattage because the girls were screaming so loud that they couldn't hear like the smaller amps.
Really?
At least this is what I've heard through documentaries and shit.
That's just what they say, right?
Yeah. Supposedly, yeah.
Like, no, I get it, yeah.
You know, the amps that were smaller and they weren't running huge PAs or nothing, and they just had to make their stage volume like louder to just get over all the screaming girls screaming for the Beatles.
Right. Well,
at these like early rock festivals.
Yeah, I get it.
Now it's going the other way. They're making all the amps are becoming modelers and little floor processors that just go straight to front of house.
Yeah, just
fucking nuts. So those emulated cabinets, impulse responses, and speaker emulation, and all this crazy stuff.
All types of stuff. That's why I have appreciation for the local, you know, bands. You know, none of us are big time. I had this grandiose idea of getting out of here. One day someone's gonna see me playing someday, and I'm sign this contract. You know, like an angel coming down. I'm like, you know, do I really want that? Not really. I'm happy.
Yeah, when you boil it down to what your why is, you know, like why am I actually doing this? It's usually not those things.
It's not. Yeah, I wanted to.
You'd do it anyway. You're doing it anyway.
I'm playing music.
Anything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
Know, where you're like, okay. Like, it's funny because when I first just joined the band that I'm in, Seven Stone, we played a gig and then eventually they were like, yeah, here's your pay. You know, like a couple days later. And I was like, what the fuck?
What is this?
Did hell freeze over? Yeah. Like, I'm getting paid to play music?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, because you play music for the love of music. Yeah. That money, it's like.
Yeah, the money's just for running all the cables and loading in the speakers. Yeah. That's what you get paid for.
That's it. Yeah, as long as the music's, people are rocking with you. You know,
yeah, you get
doing
paid
the music justice. Do the music justice. That's what I always say. As long as you're having fun, doing the music right, staying in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Not being out there like that.
Yep.
It's the way I live it.
When those moments come together, when the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and you're like, damn, like we all just got to that thing and it would just hit right. And you're like, damn, you just can't capture that any other way.
That's it.
There's certain chemistry.
It just feel good. When you're just there, it's like, man, this is great. Rocking with your boys.
Yeah.
Or your people.
It's just next level.
It is.
It's next level.
Yeah.
And the crowd too. And I'm talking the crowd, the band, just everything is all like ebb and flow.
Yeah.
And you're like, we were one for a second there,
Yeah.
you know, and that was magic.
Yeah, it's great especially when you write an original.
Oh.
And there's a part in there that people like know, or they say, hey man, play that song because I like, you know, it's like,
Wow,
okay.
yeah.
Because, you know, you put it out there thinking, you know, this is me, but, you know, you don't think it's going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden people are like, hey, play that song because I like it or I love it, you know.
Yep.
It reminds me of this, even though you originally had it for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cool thing about music, right? It's like language. It's how you interpret it, right?
It is.
So that's why I dig it.
I was like, man, yeah, we do all covers, and I was like, I don't know if I've had that moment with originals, but then I did though. I think back to one time it was just Hollis and Ryan and I, and we played a Battle of the Bands in Cloudcroft, and we actually won this Battle of the Bands. Not that it matters, but they saved us for last, which was great because it was Battle of the Bands. And so I'm like, dude, we get to headline, sick. But also at Battle of the Bands festivals, it's an all-day thing.
All day.
So people will be like, all right, we play at 1 o'clock. So then that band plays, and then they dip out and they go to the bar or they go get food or whatever. So, but at the end, everyone comes back. Mm-hmm. So we had everybody captive. Everyone was back to see the results.
Oh, boy.
And then I was like, man, these guys, they don't know what's coming for them. Because I was like, it's powerful. And not to be like egotistical or something, but I was like, man, what we're about to do is going to be a little something special.
And you have to.
And I just knew, especially our last song, we saved it for last because I knew, I'm like, that's our track.
That's
you know?
the one.
It was like the self-titled track of the band. You're like, that's our band.
This is us.
This is us. And there's this moment, like we were talking, like you brought up the psychology of music and kind of how you can hook and take it away and then bring it back. Yep. And this song has all those little elements where you're like, you know, catchy like motif, and then like we chop to this verse that's just taking your head off, and it's like fast, and then there's like this ride that you take them on, and then it comes all the way back around to this beginning riff thing and then this heavy breakdown thing, and I'm just like, you know, I'm like, how can you not feel that? And it was all instrumental. We didn't have any vocals.
Oh, okay. It was just straight. Oh, damn.
And it was like little kids to old people and everybody in between, and it's like, you know, Cloudcroft. It's not like a rock crowd.
No,
you know. It's more of a country bluegrass kind of mellow folk, rock, but not metal.
Yeah,
and we're playing pretty heavy stuff.
Are you?
You know, at the time, but it's melodic though. It's not just all like heavy. It was a lot of melody to it, and no vocals too. So there's nobody screaming over it,
which is great.
Could be offensive, kinda to this particular crowd.
Yeah,
but since we didn't have the element of a singer,
I think people have to listen now.
How offensive can just instrumental music be?
Because again, that's how you interpret it. If you did have a screamer, that's all they're hearing, right? What's that one band? Oh, with the screamer?
Screamer guy, yeah.
But now that you had instruments, people had to listen.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have to do a damn thing, but people were there to listen to you.
Yeah.
Putting yourself out there, and you do. You feel the energy of the crowd. That's a huge part. If people I'm sure you. I don't know if. I'm sure you have too. You've been a part of crowds. You play a song.
Oh man, I've had tears coming out of my face. Dude,
and I've had the other way.
Just music that I'm in the crowd and I'm just I'm not upset. I'm just like happy, but I'm just like I felt it so much. I was literally crying.
Yeah, or you've been a part of crowds where it's just like you're like, all right, thank you, and then they start clapping like,
the other way around.
Ooh, okay, guy,
that was rough.
Yeah, tough crowd.
Yeah.
So there's that balance you gotta play. You gotta play with the crowd a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit, not like crazy. You know, you don't want to be up there telling bad jokes all the time. Or getting, you know,
if you're gonna be up there, you want to nail it if you can.
Yeah,
you can't nail it every time.
No,
maybe you'll slip a little bit here and there sometimes.
Yeah, it's just
with anything.
Drink too many beers before I play.
But
not a good time. You know, I try to not drink too much before I play.
Yeah. If you're the one up there doing it, you got to keep it.
Yeah, it's so hard to
keep it on track.
Everybody's like drinking, having a good time. You're like,
especially as a drummer.
I know.
Whew, that's a lot of weight to carry.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know me, jazz is my favorite genre.
Sick.
So sometimes I play behind the beat, sometimes I play ahead of the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's how I'm feeling. As long as I keep the song general, we can tell what we're doing. Sometimes I throw a little in there. People are looking back. I'm like, all right, my bad. All right, my bad. I'm sorry.
I was feeling it.
Yeah, the crowd, you feeling it. Mm-hmm. So, because there's always a musician in the crowd, whether they used to be or their dad or uncle used to be.
Yep.
They're like, oh, I like that. What you did that. And that, to me, is also very special. Or when people get up and dance, too, what you're playing. also fucking special.
It is special.
Man, I love that.
When they're moving, yeah, because it's like to get up and dance, and that's not like a thing people do that much anymore.
No.
So when they do, you're like, that's cool.
That's
it's
very
timeless.
Cool. Right. And then as the musicians, you're like, okay, I see they like this when we're playing this. Okay, well, we're gonna stick with this kind of, until they leave or we get another crowd or get a suggestion, So, music, man. I can talk about this shit all day.
Oh, I know. So, drum kit, man. What are you rocking?
Oh, it's a Yamaha, but it was handmade in Japan. It was gifted to us. My brother is also a drummer, so.
Yamaha, made in Japan?
Yeah, handcrafted in Japan.
Sick. The green one?
Yeah, that green one I have.
Dope.
Yeah, which it was gifted to us, which is also one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
down the family tree kind of thing?
No, it was from our church. Some guy, I guess, he gifted it.
Oh, sick.
To us. I mean, like I said, my brother's drummer too. We have like 3 sets at the house, just
dope. Set
up. We're just there. But this was gifted to us. I rock it all the time because, that's just expensive.
Yeah, it can be for sure.
I mean, man, you just gotta like piece it together.
So
it reminds me of that a scene in Step Brothers. Like, don't touch my drum set.
Yeah,
because I totally get it.
Yeah,
that man.
And if you're going to, respect it.
Yeah,
and
Yeah. No nutsacks on my drum, please.
Yeah, there's different levels of it, I guess. I mean, like my kit is. I was gonna buy another guitar at one point years ago.
Yeah,
and I had my eye on drums. And I was like, man, if I just got the drums, they'll be here. And then when my boy comes back, we can jam.
Yeah.
That was always the thing, because he had just moved to Phoenix, Ryan. He ain't going to be moving his drums back and forth. He's back now.
Ryan.
Dubois.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So when he went to Phoenix to go to, like, med school or whatever.
That's right. Yeah.
He took all his stuff with him. But I was like, he'll be back on holidays and stuff. And we had just done that Battle of the Bands I was talking about. And I was like, man, you know how it goes. You had a little taste of it. I was like, man, we got to do a record. Like, we got to just like record a demo or something,
Yep.
That's how I got into recording.
Oh,
and,
really? Okay.
and eventually all this other shit.
Okay.
Part of it.
Yeah.
It's because I was like, man, we should do
You just got to...
a demo. And then I started asking my friend Hollis, too. I'm like, well, what is recording? And we started looking into it, and we're like, we could record ourselves.
You really could.
And then... I went down the whole like home recording rabbit hole, and I've been going down that road. Shit's like ever since,
Right.
But I was like, if I just get the drums, they'll be here, and it can create the opportunity to jam.
Yeah.
And then it was sparse, him coming back and forth, and we'd play a few times, but it ended up just me playing the drums quite a bit. And then also jamming with some other friends, my friend Joey and a couple other. It just creates the jam. When you have a drum kit, it's like. The potential is there.
I mean, as soon as I walked in, I was like, what?
Yeah. It's like if you were to come over.
Yeah.
And like I could throw the amp on and we throw some headphones on and we could
go.
We could just jam. And we should.
We should.
We definitely should.
Well, we definitely will.
So it just creates the opportunity.
Yeah. See, stuff like that.
And in fact, my buddy and I, we've been thinking about we just need a drummer for our project and all this. And of course, we're all like a million times busy doing all this stuff. But if you ever want to mess around and do some studio stuff, not like, let's steal Shun from his band or whatever. But
no, get it, because they're in another band too, so it's great.
I'm not interested in really starting a band.
No, it's just
got a million things going on.
Yeah, but, some stuff,
studio stuff.
Yeah,
just mess around.
Just mess around.
Record some tracks.
And it's funny, like you go in there so loose, like, hey man, whatever happens. But it's like something usually happens because you go in there just hey man, let's do it. And that's when the magic is just like, man, we got to really look into that, or stuff like that.
Yeah, you want more of it because it's like it's telling you.
Yeah, just
if it reciprocates and you're just like, yep, like
he's like, yep,
how can
I like
you ignore that?
He's like, yep, I like that. Yeah,
yep.
That's why I dig it, being around musicians and stuff. But also, if you're around musicians and you start to mess up, they're like looking at you like
oh man, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, my bad. I do it all the time though.
I always feel like that, dude.
Yeah.
I always feel like that guy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I can play it, but it just I'm bad at consistency sometimes. Where I'm like, I've played this stuff how many times?
Right.
How am I playing it worse than I did last time?
Yeah.
But you're in your own head about it too. Sometimes.
Or I'm looking around at stuff. oh wait, I'm supposed to be doing this or playing this. Oop, my bad. You know.
And sometimes they're like, dude, you killed that last one, and you're like, did I though?
Did I?
It's kind of rough.
Sometimes you can't tell if they're being nice or they just don't know.
Yep.
You know, but I take it as, at least they're talking to me about music, so.
Yep.
I'll dig it. I'll do it all day.
Sick, man. So Yamaha. So what do you got? You got kick, snare. What do you got? 2 rack toms or?
Usually, I have 2 rack toms. I only rock one.
Rock one.
And a floor tom.
Floor tom. Cymbals.
Crash ride from Mino.
Dope.
Like Byzance or Bizet. Sorry, I never know how to say it.
Yeah.
A ride and then another. I say trash.
Trash.
Because I stacked them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a cracked one with a new one or something.
I put another ride with the splash on top.
Oh, okay.
So it's like give a little sound,
Do they wash together or are they separated?
No, they're washed together.
They wash together.
This sounds, I like experimenting with sounds too.
Textures, yeah. Why not?
Why not? If it don't work, it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't say, I wish I did this. Let's just do it. Sometimes it works. If it don't work, it don't work.
Drums are awesome, man.
Yeah.
They're just so cool.
There's so much going into it now.
All of the elements, man. Different sizes, the different heads you can run, the different types of cymbals, different sizes of cymbals.
Different hand patterns.
Oh,
the hammer.
Just the playing alone. Yeah. That's a whole...
Different thicknesses. It's like, wow. And then, like the other day, I was watching Danny Carey.
Oh, man.
Play Numa. I was like...
Yeah. Oh. He's got the jersey, the basketball jersey.
The Celtics, yeah.
Yeah. Like, that video will blow your mind.
Yes. And I was watching the other day, the Rush.
Neil Peart?
No.
Oh, he's Danny Carey with
Danny Carey.
Foo Fighters and the collab?
Yep. And then they had Chad Smith. I was like,
dude.
Man, what?
Yeah, that blew my mind too, seeing that one.
To get those 3 together. Man.
Oh. Yeah, Numa.
Yeah.
That's some other level.
Yeah, Tool is like, man,
And I know it's like, oh, that's a band for musicians, and it is too, but that's like, to me, that's the universe manifested through music.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the stars and the planets and the galaxies and all that coming through music.
It's all special.
It's
just
so deep.
It is. And if you understand it, like music-wise, it just feels a certain way.
I don't know what it is about that song, Numa. It's like...
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where I listen to it and I'm just like, I almost break down. I'm just like, I can't even... It's so powerful. It's like a spiritual experience.
Yeah. I think lately I've been listening to The Patient. That one's... I don't know, it's just different stuff. To make you feel a certain way. It's like, man, and I'm just rocking it in my car.
Oh. Yeah.
When just certain chords or certain note hits and just speakers are rattling, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
I see you. All right. All right, I feel you. Yeah. You would think Tool, like, deep bass like that, but I'm also kind of deaf, so my music's like...
Okay.
Cranked. And,
you got a good car stereo?
Right. It's a Volkswagen, so...
It's just stock.
Came
okay.
Pretty good.
No aftermarket bass and electronics
Not yet.
type stuff? Okay.
Not yet.
On the wish list.
On the way.
Yeah.
It's funny, those things cost money.
That used to be the thing. I remember, like, it was always like, yeah, dude, I'm going to get a car, and then I'm going to get, like, a system.
Yup.
Like, I just never ended up getting one. And then, like, years later, I'm like, I still haven't after all these years.
Like, sometimes you don't. But I travel back and forth to cruises a lot.
Yeah.
So I kind of need one. I don't need, first world problems, but...
For sure.
I want one. And
especially as an avid music person.
Yeah.
Because you get a whole other spectrum when you hear it on that level.
I need to hear it. Right.
On that level where you get like the whole surround vibe.
Yes. I need it.
It's different.
I need it.
So much music where you listen to it and you're like, you don't really care about it that much, but then you hear it on a good system with like a lot of that bass and stuff, and you're like,
you don't even realize it. That's what it's supposed to sound like.
I didn't know like whatever hit that hard.
Yeah.
It could be like some pop music, some singer songwriter girl stuff, and you're just like, damn, like that song changed.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like when you hear it with the full, because they make that music a lot of times for clubs, and I mean the audio engineers and stuff know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
So
yeah,
when they build those tracks, they're adding all those elements that you don't quite notice when you're just listening to it on your damn phone.
On your phone, right? When you can like hear it, it's like, man, all right.
Yeah.
So some pop songs are deeper than you think.
Way more.
It's kind of cool again because we understand the language, right?
Yeah.
Or at least the very, very tip of it. So I love it, man.
Me too.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. If I wasn't doing music, Sports, maybe. Yeah, probably sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do coaching.
Yeah.
Currently, what's that landscape like?
Man, that's like the toughest, most humbling experience I've ever done. It's
how
hard.
old are? It's a men's division, right?
It's the college, yeah, the men's college.
And these guys are what, 20s?
Yeah,
22?
18 to like 23.
Okay.
You know, certain college age kids.
Yeah.
Man, that is. I feel like I'm getting.
It's weird looking back and saying that, huh? College kids.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, why not just? And then you look down. Oh, damn, I'm 33.
Yeah.
Ooh, get my life together. No, it's humbling. I feel like I'm getting tested for if I have kids in the future.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers don't listen.
Different generation already.
They don't listen at all, and I feel like every generation past says that about the next generation.
Of course, yeah.
But I'm like, now we're those guys now. Like,
yep.
What did I just say?
Uh-huh.
I feel like my mom was just saying that to me like 10, 15 years ago. Like,
yeah.
What did I just say? And like again, it's how you interpret it. I heard this, you meant this, but I heard it this way. So I don't know. It's life lessons, I guess.
Yeah. There seems to be a barrier between generations where you're like, you say one thing and they hear a different thing.
You're like,
and there's this disconnect.
It's just like, what did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Yeah, I deal with it a lot too. But people have asked me like, how do you deal with that? And I'm like, well, honestly, a lot of the young people are actually really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just different, but it's a different kind of cool.
Different. Yeah.
But they're really cool.
They are.
You'd be surprised,
a lot of them, yeah, do kind of like some of our generation respect the older generation as well.
Mm-hmm.
I say older, right? Now it's us. But some of them just like, man,
yeah,
you got 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say that about
no,
kids.
it's funny. It's funny.
I was the same way, right?
Yeah.
I was dumb. I still am. I just don't get caught as much. So.
Mm-hmm. It's a trip. Yeah, I've always had, I guess, kind of older friends too. I've had friends of all ages. Skateboarding keeps me like that, where I have younger kids that skate that are like, oh, you're a homie because you're a skater kid and you're younger than me. But then I have older homies that skate. But then I have friends that are like my parents' age, where I'm like, they're like some of my best friends that just happen to be 25 years older than me.
Yeah, that's whatever.
But they're fucking cool,
Yeah.
They're like the coolest.
Yeah. Because they've been there.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I was always hanging around older kids too.
I love the variety, and
yeah, especially in high school, it's because of sports, right? So I was, gifted enough. Still want to toot my own horn, but like gifted enough to be athletic, to be, playing higher. So I had a lot of older kids as friends, teammates and stuff.
Yeah.
So you need that in life too, because they've been there. Even though they're like 2 or 3 years older, you still need that. But also got the younger cats too. So it's all kind of, we got the same circle, but like different, different perspectives on such things,
Yeah.
That's very important to me too. So you don't want to hang around, be isolated.
No.
You need
variety, options,
all types of stuff, but don't do too many.
Coaching, man. Yeah. So, yeah, that's very similar. Like I feel like almost more of a coach than a teacher, because you're like
coaching kids for life.
Yeah. I'm like, how do I can't, like, because I teach art, but you're like, it's hard to teach. It's like you could talk about a bicycle, like how we could look at bicycle theory and look at pictures and videos of people riding bike, and I could talk about it all day. I could even ride a bike, but I can't get on the bike and be you riding the bike.
Exactly.
Like, you have to do it. All I can do is kind of show you the tools.
That's exactly what we say.
And I'm not even that great at it.
Right.
I'm not even the best bicycle rider. So I feel like as an artist, I'm like I'm not even like they say that the joke is like those who can't do teach. And I'm just like, if you're a real artist, you wouldn't be a fucking teacher, right? But it's just a funny joke.
Yeah. But no, I get it. Like, that's what I say. Like,
I'm just a coach.
I can't bring that passion to them. Like, I'm very passionate about it. Nico, the head coach, also very passionate about it. But these kids, some of them are great. You tell them something like, "Come on," and they just like look at you. So I'm trying to figure out ways to connect without being outside of myself. But yeah,
it's hard to navigate.
I'm not the best player in the world.
But see, you got vision though.
Yeah,
you can see their potential and where their potential could go. that they're down in the maze and you've got the bird's eye view.
Yeah,
that's how I describe it.
And I tell them, hey, we say things because we've done it. We've been through it. Like, I'm not gonna steer you wrong. Mm-hmm.
You're like you're 10 times the player I'll ever be, but you can't see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like if we could meet somewhere in the middle where if you could take what I know and apply it to your athleticism,
yeah, it's like
you'd be a god.
Like come on. When I was playing, man, you couldn't get me off that pitch.
Yep.
You still really can't, even though I'm like broken, I'm hurting. It's like ibuprofen, ice. Come on,
we'll deal with it.
Give me a beer. All right, I'm back in it. You know, it's just a different time, I guess. I still love it. Very humbling. Because you think you know stuff, and then you try to apply it, like you said, to the kids. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it doesn't click. So now you gotta, think on your feet. Okay, how can I explain it this way or this way so you get it? Because I want them to get it.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
I want to give back, to the sport that I love so very much that I'll never stop playing.
Awesome.
Until I'm,
yep.
laying in a casket, and even then.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll move on to that other field somewhere.
Yeah. Be out there playing still. No, it's great.
The quantum field of rugby.
Yeah. And even then, I was playing with the base team that I was in. And when I got out, I was very fortunate to find old breed rugby. So our motto is we played with them, now we play for them. So it's like a remembrance of our fallen comrades.
Okay.
That played. Rugby is like secondary, right?
Yeah.
We all know it, but our main mission is to remember, who came forward, who are fallen brothers and sisters,
Nice.
And I love it. So
that's cool.
That's a good group of dudes.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's always more powerful when there's a higher.
Yeah, there's a higher
calling.
Higher call. Yeah, rugby, cool. We all can play rugby. Yeah. What are we doing for the families? Or, there's a tournament I go to almost every year in New York.
Sick.
Upstate New York, yeah. Lake Placid and all that area over there.
Okay.
In the Adirondacks, yeah. That's a tournament, man.
Nice.
Canadian teams come down. It's all teams from all over America that come up there.
How does it work in the pro circuit? Like, for instance, like say the NFL, it's all the United States, and it's like Dallas versus Chicago or whatever, city versus city. But then you have soccer that's like England versus France.
Okay.
Is rugby international?
Yeah, so right now, actually, the Rugby World Cup is going on.
World Cup.
Right now, it is in France.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so it's kind of more similar to soccer than football, maybe?
It's kind of like a mixture of both.
Mixture of both.
In a way.
But not. But it is.
It is, but it ain't,
Okay.
Now, the Rugby World Cup is going on. U.S. didn't qualify, but we do have a pro league here in America.
Okay.
Again, it's not well known because football, right?
Yeah.
It's our thing, or basketball is our thing.
Yeah. Basketball, football, and baseball.
Yeah. But, I kind of like it that way. I kind of don't, but I do.
Right.
I want people because I want people to know about it, but you see the glitz and glamour about money and
the corruption of the
other,
just the
and I don't want that,
the ickiness of the marketing and the giant once something gets so big it gets polluted,
which is bound to happen. We saw with FIFA, but like I don't want it to be like that because it's so special to me,
I know
it's just so
people
don't get it sometimes. Like, why are you always talking about? You don't get it. Like, it's one of the games you have to play.
The grassroots elements of it are what keep it.
You have to play it to understand it. Really.
Yeah.
It's like that. The Joker with like Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't get it. Stuff like that. I always think about that.
Yeah, it kind of really takes one to know one to truly.
But I'm always down to teach.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start. It's kind of hard here. No one really cares about it, but. People are down to learn, hey, I'll teach you.
Yeah, so where are you coaching in Las Cruces? Mm-hmm. And it's NMSU guys?
Yep.
That's still pretty sick though, because they're actually like athletes of NMSU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're moving along, man. Coming a long way. Coming a long way.
I never went to any of the stuff over there. I should have. I mean, I guess it's not too late. I could still. I'm technically Aggie alumni. I did graduate from.
There you go.
from UMSC with a bachelor's.
You're a step ahead of me.
Eventually got a master's. That's insane.
Yeah, I saw that. Master's. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's funny. I always joked around. It's like, yeah, fucking skater trash with a master's, skater trash with a PhD. No, PhD is ridiculous.
That's too much. Yeah.
Especially within your field, because like I'm interested in education and learning and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, the PhD just gets, ugh.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't really know what it. The only reason I would ever do it is just to say that I have one.
Right. That's doctor to you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't though, because I'm not. The only reason I got the master's is because in order to be a teacher, you have to have a bachelor's.
Right.
I didn't go to school for education.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
So I ended up doing alternative teaching license. So you can have any bachelor's degree and technically get hired as a teacher within your field.
Oh, okay.
But then you have to do these certification courses to get the license, the teaching license.
Okay.
So, like, I had a random bachelor's degree of individual studies with a lot of arts and sciences.
Yeah.
So I was qualified to like apply for the position.
Oh, okay.
But in order to earn a teaching license, you have to go through this education coursework. And then I did so much of that it's like 75% of a way to a master's degree. So then I was like, fuck it. I take 12 more credits and I get a master's.
Oh, yeah, you might as well. Yeah, keep going.
And then for one, you get the title of having a master's degree. But also, if you're going to stay in teaching,
it's worth it.
You can level up because you can't get level 3. You can move up to level 2, which is their tier brackets and a lot more money. So basically, every time if you jump from level 1 to level 2, you make a lot, quite a bit more money.
Quite a bit, yeah. Okay.
And then if you reach from level 2 to level 3, it's another chunk of money. Plus, your school gets more money if they have more level 3 teachers.
Right.
My understanding is if you have a bunch of level 3 teachers, you might get more funding. I don't know how it all works.
It's strange.
But
education is.
If you're gonna keep doing it, why not do it?
Right.
So I was like, well, like 12 more credits and I get a master's.
You might as well just keep going.
Screw it. Let's do it.
Right. So I still got the GI Bill left. I'm gonna go back to school.
Yeah.
I might as well.
Yeah.
I love learning. I'll never stop learning. I mean,
sure.
I really hate school, but I like learning. So, hey, use it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take it with me. So
especially if you have a path to take.
Yeah.
Why not?
I can't take it with me. So just use it. Give back. That's what I'm about, man. You can't keep knowledge. Give it back, baby. Give it back.
Yeah, I like that.
Someone taught me. So
yeah.
I had to teach others. So when people ask me, who's your favorite teacher? I don't have one. Like, if you taught me, you're probably my favorite teacher. Like,
yeah, you shared a piece of yourself with me.
Yeah,
that was enough.
You're willing to teach me, so I'm willing, to learn. So, give it back.
Man, I was so lucky to have like so many good people. People I've worked with.
Yeah.
Teachers in school, like older friends or even younger friends. Just people that give you those snippets of like.
Yeah.
Show you the ropes and
show you the way.
Damn.
Like, man, how do you think about that? All right, cool. Yeah. And then you got others, not necessarily just teach, but just in life, to teach you the wrong way. They don't teach you, but you see the wrong way.
You learn.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I see what happened to you. I'm gonna go this way.
You can see
which is also very important.
Hugely important.
So yeah, I take it all in, digest it, filter it, spit it back out.
That's right.
That's the way I live it.
Hell yeah! So what kind of schedule do you do? Do you guys do mornings or?
As
far as work.
As far as work,
I'm just curious. Like tomorrow, say for instance, like I go to work tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay, yeah. If I work, yeah. So I'm usually there in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I get there. Well, I try to get there at 7, but
7 a.m.
Yeah, I'm like
that's what's up.
Sometimes I'm usually a night owl
because you're getting the jump on it. Like
because I have to. Because tomorrow we'd open, right? So Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
So I have to get stuff done before the employees get there, get stuff ready. So it's less of a hassle. Because you don't want people tripping over hoses and wires and stuff like that.
All the stuff where you're actually making the beers.
Yeah. That's why we try to brew on Monday or Tuesday. Sometimes people drink beer, which is great. No, please keep drinking the beer.
Yes, please do.
Because I got to keep making it, which is great. Sometimes I have to brew it on a opening day, a day that we're open, which is great. So we try to get it done early. So, because I'll get there like 7, ready to go, I won't get done pushing it to the fermenter to like 3.
Okay, so you start from scratch.
Yeah.
And then it eventually gets its way to the fermenting
Yep.
stage. Now, doesn't it have to stay there for a minimum amount of time, like 30 days or something?
So a lager brews longer, so it's like a month and a half or so. An ale is like 3 weeks.
Okay.
2-3 weeks. It depends, you know.
An ale, the temperature is more forgiving.
Yeah. Lager,
the range.
Lager is
But
colder.
lagers have to be dialed in.
Colder. Yeah. I try to be dialed in anyway. Because it's just,
of course,
building good habits, right?
Right.
Discipline.
But ales are more forgiving. Maybe.
Kinda. This brewed a little bit warmer.
Okay.
Depending on the yeast too. All a bunch of different types of yeast. I'm still learning too.
Yeah.
It's like a OJT really.
So what's the the timeline of a beer is you have all grain in like oats or barley or raw materials.
Yep.
And then
So
you add the water and all this stuff and it becomes what, wort?
mash first.
Mash.
And then we'll let it sit, you know, conversion, all that stuff. Then we'll push it, cycle it, build the grain bed. It's kind of like a filter.
Okay.
Then we'll push it into the boil kettle, and that's wort.
That's where it's wort, when you're kind of cooking it.
Yeah.
Like
It boils off, makes it concentrate, essentially.
Okay.
Think of it like that, you know.
Right.
Because, you know, the more sugars you have, the more the yeast you get to eat.
Right.
Boom, more happy juice we got. You know?
The higher the alcohol content and then also the CO2.
Yeah, so that's the waste.
Yeah.
When the farting and shit, like stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a process. I'm still learning. So.
And then there's kegging.
Yep.
And then eventually like bottling or whatever. But
yeah,
it's a trip.
It's a process.
Yeah, there's so much to it.
I'm learning every day.
Because like I've made a few, but it's like the Betty Crocker cake version, where you're like, okay, here's your instructions, and they were good.
They're
like
good, yeah.
I made a couple, and they were like good. In fact, one of the ones I made was Oktoberfest.
There you go.
And it was like the best one I made.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like from scratch. But I'd like to try all grain.
All grain. Whatever. Yeah, it's something, man. It's a process. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Like I'm sticking around.
What's your favorite types of beer? Like,
man,
what's your go-to? Like,
it's weird because I've become such like a beer snob almost. No.
Oh yeah.
I use like ales. I like IPAs, but like I used to like them a lot. That's all I would drink.
IPA.
But your palate changes every once in a while.
For sure. There's a stigma with IPAs, like the dude with the flannel shirt and the boots.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Dude, you got any IPAs, bro?
You know.
But no, they're good if you like them.
If you do it right, yes. I like ales. It's regular, like a pale ale, which is kind of like the bridge between IPA and just regular ale.
Yeah,
it's hoppy, but not too much.
Not as extreme.
Like Oktoberfest.
Oh man,
they do it right. Some lagers, yeah. Not huge on stouts or porters, but
okay,
I'll drink it. I have to know it, so I'll taste it.
Yeah.
Make sure, quality control.
It depends, yeah. I think on the color scale, like where I like beer, you got the really clear yellow ones, and then you got the super dark ones, like that middle amber. Like if we poured this into a glass, that's some of my favorite beer. I love that reddish, golden red, kind of brown. I don't know, that middle of the road.
I got you.
But I like them all. There's some of the yellow ones that are good, like a cream ale.
We have one of those. Yeah,
those are good, and then. Some stouts, like there's a marble oatmeal stout from Albuquerque. I can't ever find it here anymore. Every now and then they'll have it at Lowe's, but it's always on the warm shelf way at the top.
Yeah.
But
I like marble.
It's really good, oatmeal stout.
Marble, yeah. I like their red. They don't make it anymore, though.
The red?
Yeah. They stopped making it.
That one was good.
That was my favorite. So, yeah, I need to make a red.
Yeah.
I need to.
And that one's kind of hoppy too. It's kind of in the vein of an IPA, but not.
So yeah,
like what makes it red?
The grain.
The grain.
Yeah, depending on the grain. There's one beer that I've been chasing. So I went to Corfu, Greece.
Oh,
well, I went. I was forced to. It was part of the deployment.
Professional development.
Yeah.
Shit.
Part of the deployment. Yeah. We stopped. We stopped in Greece.
Yeah.
Right. Hard life. Right.
Yeah.
Stopped in Greece in like the summertime. Right. I want to go back. They had the beer there. It's called Corfu Red, made specifically on Corfu, the island of Corfu.
Okay.
And I've been chasing that recipe
ever since.
Trying to find it, trying to make something like it, because it's what I like. It's like more of an Irish red than a Scottish red.
Yeah.
So it's like, but of course, like any good beer, you keep that recipe.
Yeah.
Close to your heart.
Even Sam Adams. So I love the Oktoberfest specifically. Now, Sam Adams is great beer no matter which one you get. It's quality. It might not be your favorite, but you're never going to get a bad Sam Adams.
No.
Because they just, they're on that level.
They know
of
what they're doing.
Quality.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
And it's within the crafty vein, but it's still
because it was
mainstream enough.
Because it was a craft. Yeah.
But supposedly the story is like the dude found his grandpa's recipe in the attic or something. What's his name? Jim Cock or something? Yeah, Tim Cock or Jim. Tim. It's got his name on the back.
Something
it's
like
either
that.
a T or a J, but founder and brewer. But it's it was basically like his grandpa's recipe that he found, and he wasn't a brewer, but he made his grandpa's beer, and it was I think he went around to his neighbors. This is legend. I don't know 100% if I'm talking truth, but this is the legend I heard from my beer brewing professor guy.
Yeah.
Who seems to know his shit. So,
Yeah.
But supposedly he was like, gave it to the neighbors, like here's some beer I made. I got a bunch of it. Like, try it. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is good. Like, you got to keep making this. And then like, eventually he made more of it and got it down to the local pub. And then the rest is history.
History, right?
And then,
like that.
Then they get into all these others. But they always make Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and it always comes out in August here.
Because it has to, yeah.
And then I'm always all, damn, like, yeah, hell yeah. As soon as it comes around, I'm like, I start getting it. Because I know.
You know what's coming.
Here in a month from now, it'll be gone, and I'll be like,
yeah.
So, like, this time of year, I'm always drinking this Oktoberfest.
I do miss, speaking of Oktoberfest, I miss
the
Oktoberfest that we used to have here. I was fortunate, because I took German in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I still remember some words. I actually went to my teacher, their house in Germany, in Wettweiss. Cologne. It's outside of Cologne.
Okay.
Man, you talk about like beer.
Oh yeah.
You talk about, because they have their own. Each region has their own type of, and there's certain style. I was like, man, I'm fucking with that. So that also kind of got me interested, because I didn't know all different types of beers and stuff. So that also got me started and trying to think of that. So yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have my own. It's just to be like,
I don't know how true this is, or there's something to it though, because something about those the Oktoberfest beer, the kegs that they would bring in on the Air Force Base.
It's authentic.
It was not. Yeah, it was not only authentic, but I was like, man, it seems like it gets you more wasted than normal beer. And then someone was like saying something like, yeah, as you drink it, it gets stronger or something. I don't know.
Well, I know that they have a certain purity law over there.
Okay.
That they have to follow. Besides being authentic, there's different, like, there's certain ingredients that you're only allowed to use to be like,
right,
a part of it.
Purity law. That just rings a bell with me. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that.
You heard of that one? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is great. That's why I want to go learn over there too, eventually. Yeah. Authentic. What's I had to say? I already forgot, but yeah, it's something.
There's something to it.
Something to it.
It was a little extra powerful because there's been the few times I went out there, I'm like, dude, I had like 2 or 3 of those things. And the next thing you know, you don't remember the night. And they're like, did I? And I never do that.
Right.
Like I control it because like once I start feeling control being let go, I'm like kind of a control freak when it comes to sobriety.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Like there's been times I've been shit-faced. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Obviously. But a lot of times I can gauge it where it's like a bell curve. Yeah. Like I have friends who party at a straight 45. They party and party and party and party and then just fucking crash.
Yep.
But me, I've always been a bell curve guy. Where I'm like, let's party. Okay, the night's getting a little we're
weird.
Reaching it,
Yeah.
and then all right, let's taper off so I can go home and be tomorrow.
Be responsible tomorrow.
Yeah.
Responsibilities.
But Oktoberfest for me is like straight 45, and then I'm like, what happened last night, dude?
Where am I?
And they're like, I swear I had like 3 beers.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but we went there and we went here. And you're like, dude, I never get blackout drunk except for those Oktoberfest.
Right. Because we're not also in our teens or 20s anymore.
Right.
So it hurts.
Those Oktoberfests were gnarly.
Oh, man,
I'm sure a lot of people, if anyone's listening, they're like, yeah, man, I totally agree. Like I woke up.
I hope so.
I woke up in a friend's house.
Yeah.
In like a, like the the spare bedroom.
Yep.
That was a kid's room, but the kid wasn't there because it was like a summer or something. But it was like I woke up in like a race car
bed.
And I literally did. I woke up in a race car bed and I was like, what the fuck?
Where am I?
Yeah. You're like, what happened? You just stink like beer.
Yeah.
Just like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Like, check yourself. Okay, we're good. We're dry. Yeah.
You like leave the friend's house when no one's awake because they're all still passed out, and just like you find your way back home and you're like, dude,
I can't do this.
What the hell happened?
I can't be doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Barbie dream house bed or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're not young anymore.
Oh man.
Can't be doing that.
It was funny too because I was just looking through an old photo. My grandma had put this book together. It's like a book of my life. She gave it to me as a graduation present when we graduated high school.
Oh man.
But it was like me as a baby through me as like graduating, like just a little scrapbook. And the last photo is like me and my girlfriend, and we were at Oktoberfest, and we're like 17, like 17 and 18, I think. So we're still not even drinking age, but somehow we got out there and let in. People are like, yeah, here, pour. You can't go stand in line and get a drink, but you have a Stein,
You do a Stein.
and they just pour you one. And we were all kind of just cute and pudgy and shitty drunk.
Yep.
In this photo, and it's just funny, man.
Looking
We're
back,
just talking about that, but yeah, it was a lot like these.
A little bigger. Yeah, man,
I'm glad I got that out because you just leave shit in a box and
Yeah.
you never use it, and I'm like, man, that should go in the podcast studio area, like just on the shelf. It's got all those names. All those names, dude. Like we're all on there.
We're all there, man.
What a trip.
We had our 10-year a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, did you ever go?
Nope.
I didn't go either.
I didn't. I mean, I heard about it, but no one reached out. So but that was our class though. But no one did shit. Like no one really cared that much.
Yeah, you know what's a trip is 3 of us are teachers.
Really?
Yep. Casey Bryant.
Yep.
She's got a different last name now. Casey Chu.
Chu, yeah, because I worked with
Yeah, she's the
her
choir
husband's
teacher.
choir,
and then,
yeah.
Melissa Giles.
Oh, really?
Not Michelle. Melissa and Michelle were they're twins.
Yeah, the twins. Yeah.
And I worked with Michelle at Lottaburger when we were kids. But she's an English teacher. And then there's another guy. He's a year older, but Sammy Luna. He's a football player. He's a history teacher.
Sammy Joe.
Yeah.
Man.
You're like, what the hell? I'm like looking
I
around.
know.
I'm like, there's a couple like teachers.
There was
now.
another teacher. She was older too. I think her name was Ashley. She was a cheerleader. She's a teacher.
Ashley. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's her name. Or I get roasted in the comments. No. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like
It's crazy.
right, you look. You're like, man, I could do that. And then you get older, like, okay, I can see myself teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a coach. You're basically a teacher.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing.
I just call myself the cool uncle.
Yep.
You know, I'm not the head coach. It's fucking perfect. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get all the
Yeah.
the best of both worlds.
I put myself in there. I try to teach them. Okay, they get yelled at a lot. All right, cool, whatever. It'd be like that. If you stop getting yelled at, that's when you should worry. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, if we didn't make fun of you, you know that we didn't like you at all. So, we only make fun of you because we love you, man. You know, if we stop making fun of you, then
yeah, be worried. Be really worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that all the time. Yep.
Shoot,
man.
So you work Wednesday through Sunday ish?
No, I work Monday through.
Oh, you're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
But you're working on the other days.
Yeah, I work. Man, I needed this week off. I needed just for me, you know.
Hell yeah.
There's stuff at the house I got to finish. Pizza oven. Pizza, like a brick oven.
Outside or
Yeah,
inside?
Outside.
Oh.
I know. I can't wait to finish that one.
Sick.
My bike needs brakes. I need to fix that. Because it's still warm enough out. Like, still ride.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, you know, certain little things that I've been putting off because I get home from work and was like, man, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
You just get tired, man.
You know?
When you're working.
Especially dealing with people. I say it all the time, but, you know, I'm pretty social.
They do suck it out of you.
They do.
You know?
'Cause I'm pretty social. I got my groups. But some people, man. Some people's kids.
Exactly. Do you want another one? Do we need a little break or?
Do a little break.
Yeah, let's do a little break.
A break.
I'm always like, man, like, was that a good one? And every time I'm like, man, that was so good.
I know, so I'm worried about myself.
Shoot, not at all, man.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You cannot even go wrong.
Yeah, that's good.
These turn out so cool, man. My favorite thing about this is just the variety.
Yeah. Yeah, all walks of life.
Just bringing people in and hearing their stories a little bit.
Yeah.
There's so much to a person.
There's a lot.
That you're like, man, like we could sit here for fucking days and still not even cover
Still
it.
not even scratch the surface.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love it. It's been one of the more profound things I've done.
Yeah.
And it's just so simple.
Yeah.
It's just what you do normally. You like, I just talk to somebody.
Right now, just people.
But you just capture it, and then people listen in, and you're like, it's magic.
It is. It works. It's working.
Yeah, I love it.
This is the age of podcasts. It's great.
I love it. I feel like Alamo has like people and stories and something special. There's like a special something, and it's never quite gotten its due diligence.
Right.
In some aspects.
There's a lot of good people here.
Like, I think like if I have any goal with this at all, it's just to give a little bit of that perspective of people.
Yeah, for sure. Especially probably the families that have been here for a very long time.
Right.
So how did y'all get here? Why are we still here? You know?
Alamo what?
Yeah.
Alamo where? What?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
I tell people Alamogordo, they're like, well, first of all, I'd say New Mexico. They're like, oh, you speak really good English.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, because I'm American. But
yeah.
So I think we're the only state with the U.S. on our license plate.
Just because we have to specify?
Yeah. People think we're, like, not American for some reason.
It ain't Mexico and it ain't new.
Yeah, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of weird, one of those things. Especially when I went to Phoenix every summer as a kid. Just like, I tell people, it's one state over.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's
one state to the east.
Huge state. It's that giant land area between Arizona and Texas, you know?
Yeah, it's like they heard of Texas, they heard of everything else.
And they heard Arizona,
right.
Probably.
I hope so.
And Colorado.
But it's not us.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, it's that huge state right there.
I mean, yeah, it's not a small place. But I don't know, man.
I get it, though, because if you're just distant geographically, like, or if it's not on your radar.
Right.
Like, a lot of those eastern states kind of get lost on me.
True.
Like, I know they're all there, but I'm like, oh, yeah, there's that place. But you never think about
if you point it out on a map.
Like New Hampshire or something.
Yeah,
like you're
Rhode Island and stuff. Like,
yeah.
I know where Jersey is.
Okay.
Shout out my Jersey family there.
There you go.
I go see them. I served with them a lot. So we were stationed in North Carolina. So we just drive up to New Jersey.
Did you hear PD Pablo?
I'm telling you.
Every time you say it,
North
I'm like,
Carolina.
Oh, there he was.
Take my shirt off. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, we drive up there a lot. Like, I love
Jersey, though.
New Jersey, yeah.
Sick.
Just try to, obviously not you see it on TV, like you think it's just the shore, but it's really not. It's called the Garden State for a reason. Like, it's very forest heavy. Like,
yeah. I heard that on another podcast I was listening to. He's like, people don't think about it, but like some of those eastern states are like the thick ass woods.
Thick.
When you're thinking about them, like, oh, like cities and concrete.
Right, because they have that, but inland is like
the terrain wise is like forest.
Forest, man. It's see again, learning stuff. Mm-hmm. If I had never left here, I would not have known that, right? So it's all you gotta leave. You gotta
branch out.
Gotta get out of here, man. Mm-hmm. Get out, So
I need to travel more.
Yeah,
I realized lately, I was driving home from work today, and I was like, man, because I think about it, because time goes by so fast. I'm like, you got to schedule it. And like one of my things I want to do is like lay out a calendar and be like, okay, at this time I'm going there. Or here we go. Like, when are we gonna go? You got to schedule it. Like like your bucket list items.
Yeah,
you got to have a deadline at some point, or you won't reach them.
You're not gonna do it, right? Mm-hmm. As I say, leave of faith.
Yeah,
do it.
Put it on the calendar.
It might shoot back in your face. Yeah, well, at least you did it.
There you go.
Sometimes
you feel good when you do it.
Yeah.
Like I upped and dipped out to San Francisco one time, a couple of years ago.
There you go.
And I was like, ain't no one going with me.
Right.
But I want to go. I want to go skate some of these spots.
There you go.
And I'm like, I got this like last couple of weeks before I go back to work for the year starts. And I was like, fuck it. Like, just go.
Let's do it.
And then like, I was like, I left at like 10 o'clock at night. Like I'd be leaving like right now, like gearing up to leave. Yeah. And people think like on average, like people would think you're crazy. Like someone like my dad, for instance, he's like real regimented by the book.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, if I told him like, yeah, I'm about to drive to San Francisco, he's like, you're leaving like right now? Like he'd think I was insane.
Right.
But I'm like, no, because like if I leave now, I can get all the way to Arizona and then car camp, just sleep.
Yep. Sleep.
Wake up, the sun comes up, and then I'm already like
Almost.
well into my trip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I figured, fuck it. Like I got the energy, let's go.
Let's do it. Do it while you can.
Then again, I'm driving west and I'm like headed over to the Las Cruces Pass, San Agustin Pass, and I'm like, I'm really going to San Francisco right now.
Yeah. Turn it back at some point. Yeah.
And it's so far.
It is.
And you're just like, dude, when you drive there, it's far.
It's far, right?
Woo.
Even Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
That's 6
far.
hours, 6-7 hours.
You know what's so funny? San Francisco's so far that on my way back when I got to Phoenix, I'm like, yeah, I'm almost home. Like I was like, I'm in Arizona now.
Yeah.
Like you're hitting road signs for Phoenix, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm close.
Thank you. Yes.
Close.
Yes. Terrain that you recognize.
Oh man,
yes.
I was listening to Quentin Tarantino on Joe Rogan, going through Phoenix in the middle of the night. Quentin Tarantino.
I didn't hear that one. I need to watch that one.
Yeah, his crazy movies. But for some reason, I remember that. But yeah, I mean, those podcasts were getting me through.
Yeah.
Getting me through
the
road trip.
Yeah, music for me. That's
Music too. Sometimes you just got to hit the fucking crank the volume
crank
and
this shit up.
Yeah.
Drums on the
on the steering wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. Air guitar.
Oh yeah.
All types of shit.
What's good lately? What's music lately? Anything
that I like music that I like?
Yeah. What have you been listening to lately?
Man, such a, I don't want to say eclectic, but yeah, like there's a band called Snarky Puppy that I like. It's like a jazz fusion type stuff.
Snarky Puppy.
Contemporary kind of.
Nice.
Crap.
I gotta put it in my Spotify before I forget, because like I listen to the same stuff, because you're like, what should I look for?
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff that you're like, there's something else I'm not listening to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put that on tomorrow. Snarky Puppy.
Yeah, it's that one, man.
As far as like being in school, I listen to a lot of indie, like like in my art class and stuff, like just like new indie, like just weird.
Yeah,
like off the wall.
Yeah, no,
like
I get
independent, like lo-fi.
Yeah, sometimes
they're nobodies.
Sometimes that's what you need, man.
But it's like a lot of lo-fi indie or whatever.
I'm trying to think, 'cause I'm all over the place too.
It works for art because it's like there is no genre, and like the indie. I found the indie really fits the genre.
Yeah, I was gonna say whatever
fits the vibes.
whatever fits you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like hip hop and stuff like that. That's what I grew up on. Blues. Delta blues.
Oh, sick.
I mean, the blue, like, we're talking back in
the origins,
early teens, like Blind Willie, Robert Johnson, all that stuff like that. That I love. I'm all over the place.
Sometimes it's good in a way, as far as like writing music too, to get away from music. Like, not get away from it, but the things you listen to influence you heavily.
Yeah.
So if I'm like lately, like I've been listening to some of that new Blink-182 stuff.
Okay.
And then again, discovering some of the old stuff.
All right.
Again. And then like I keep hearing it in my head. So like I keep wanting to write lately. I'm like, oh, I got these ideas. I hear these things in my head. And I'm like, it's kind of along that. And I'll listen to something else, metal or something. And then I start wanting to write like that. And I'm like, how do you find what you are? And I think like sometimes it's good to get away from it all and just fumble around on your instrument.
I was just about to say that.
And then like you start finding pieces of these things.
Yeah.
And over the years, it's like a library of things, ideas, and they're not songs, and they're not like whole pieces of music. But I've got all these snippets. And I think finally I've got like a sense of like, okay, that's a little bit of what I am. Like a conglomerate of all these things.
Like
and that's what I need to focus on as far as like if I'm going to make my own music.
Find your sound. Yeah.
I think I'm not there. I certainly haven't arrived, because you never arrive. But
right, you should never arrive.
I think I found like snippets of what it is that's like, oh, that's me.
Kind of steering you.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, it does. We're always evolving as a human.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, listen, Snarky Puppy, very complicated. It's like jazz fusion.
Jazz stuff.
You know, I listen to rock or country or even some bluegrass too, folk. I'm trying to, squeezing the juice out, putting it in the blender.
Yep.
Whatever comes out, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's where I'm at. It's hard writing songs though.
It is.
Because I have like you, so many influences, right?
So many things to pull from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of roots, man.
Which is also good.
It's good.
I love it. You shouldn't be isolated. So
just explore.
Yeah.
Keep it open-ended.
Just don't close. Be open-minded. Yeah. So
have you ever written some tunes like on guitar and other like melodic instruments?
So I've written. There's a song coming out. It's called Butterfly Moon. It's not out yet, but I wrote that one. The music, lyrics, I'm not good at yet, but the music, yeah. Like you said, I'll pull the bass out.
Cool. Didn't you play bass for a while for like jazz band and stuff, right? Sick.
Play that, pull that out. Like, oh, I like that riff. Let me get GarageBand open so I can record it, so I can remember it.
Nice.
I will forget. As soon as I put it down, I was like, wait, what the fuck did I just play?
Yeah.
Oh, man, So I'll start recording it, just a little riff, or if I start whistling something,
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
I'll have random lyrics hit me and stuff a lot, and I'll write them down. I've gotten like a bunch of like Apple Notes in my phone. Just they're directionless. They're going nowhere yet, but they're just like ideas. But yeah, you got to write it down because
I do. I will forget.
Like creativity, like if someone's like, sit down and be creative, you're like, oh, that's hard. That's one of the hardest parts about my job.
Okay.
Is you're like, okay, sit down and be creative.
Right.
And you're like, it's a blank page is like the hardest part.
I got you.
But you're like, creativity, sometimes it just strikes out of nowhere. And you're like,
nowhere.
Here's these lyrics.
Yeah.
I got to write them down before I forget. Here's this bass riff.
Yeah. You'd be walking down the street like, and you hear it. You got to write that shit down.
Yep.
Something. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting for sure. The creative. There's a book called The War of Art. The War of Art. No, there's two books. The Art of War and The War of Art.
I was like,
and they're different.
I was like, okay. I've heard
the Art of War is
Sun Tzu, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's quite a bit different. But The War of Art is Stephen Pressfield. But he talks about this concept called resistance. And like we all face resistance.
Yeah.
In any creative pursuit or anything that takes effort and that's like the bettering yourself or bettering, doing something that's bigger and more beyond. And like that's what gets in the way of the artist is this like imaginary force called the resistance. It's an interesting book.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, he's right though. If it's worth it, I think that's like the test. If it's worth it, you're going to hit resistance either way.
No matter what.
No matter what you're doing. So if you're going to push through it, all right, this might be for you. But if not, this might not be for you. So no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Anything in life, there's a test. You hit that wall. What do? Crumble up or do you get over the wall?
Exactly. Yeah, my girl and I were talking about that earlier. Like it's like almost anything worth doing has its own resistance where you're like, damn, like anything that has like some merit to it, you're gonna run into like
you have to
some hurdles.
You have to adversity, something, whatever it is.
And it's only if you're willing to jump or go around or go underneath or tunnel through it.
Yep.
Will you get the benefits?
That's the way. That's how you know you did it for real. Even if you get like a little lift over the wall, hey, if you're on the top of the wall, bring it with you.
That's it.
That's the way I look at it. Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's the way, man.
So what's next, man? What's on the come up?
Man, that's tough. There's so much I want to do.
Yeah.
But again, we're at that wall. Yeah, I didn't finish that pizza oven too.
The pizza oven.
I love pizza.
Dope. I worked in pizza for like...
Did you? Oh, pizza mill, right?
8 years.
Yeah.
Like 8 consecutive years.
Oh, straight years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I I love building stuff. I'm not really good, but I like trying to figure it out.
Okay, DIY.
Yeah.
YouTube and
University YouTube. Should have a degree by now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah, like that. So building that stuff.
So it's an outdoor brick oven.
Yeah.
So, okay. So first is the conventional straight up oven, like in your house.
Right.
What's the
So
why? Like, what's the why?
So it's kind of aesthetically pleasing. So our fence in the back is brick.
Okay.
So I figure, hey, we're not using that part of the yard. Boom, let's do something, right?
Something with it.
Something.
Landscaping.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the fire brick and stuff, which is very expensive, by the way.
Okay.
10 of them was like $100.
Because it can withstand
A lot of heat, yes.
Because a lot of bricks will just pop.
Yeah, or
Crack.
crack. So this has inside the fire around it. Put the pizza in. Got the door. Got the flume. Just sitting there waiting for the pizza, man.
Nice. Have you made a couple?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's because I'm lazy. We're almost there now. We're almost there.
We should do a vlog where I go to your house
Yeah.
for pizza. Yeah. I'll be like, I'm doing some bullshit today.
Yeah,
blah,
baby.
blah, 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 blah. And then later on, like, we're going to go some pizza at Sean's house.
Yeah, boy, let's
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We should
Yeah.
do that.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see the inside, all the drums and
Yeah.
music stuff.
Press
yeah.
some dough.
Yeah.
So when you go to do these pizzas, maybe you might get into like some artisan pizza recipes too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my brother, he's really good at cooking. Like that's his thing.
Is he older bro or younger bro?
Younger.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves the cooking stuff.
Nice.
Hey, you got to do. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Because
We
I'm
all
like the
gotta
exact
eat.
opposite. I don't have the patience, but yeah, I'll help him out sometimes. But he's got it. I'm like, hey, bro, you got it, bro.
Roll with it.
Go ahead. So yeah, he'll make the dough or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, slide that shit in. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
Pizza's fun. It's a fun kind of food. It's one of the most fun kind of foods.
It is because if you go to different places around the world,
they've all got their pizza. Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool because as long as you got the dough recipe, you throw sauce and cheese and toppings on, you throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
And, like, it's really DIY.
It is.
There's something special about the
Whatever you got.
hands-on. It's like such a hands-on
It
kind
is.
of food.
So personal.
It is. It
It
really
really
is.
is. Yeah, I can't wait.
Man. Brick oven pizza.
Oh man. Yeah. I wanted
Sick.
that to be my like side hustle. But those bricks. 10 of them like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The only way to do it would be to maybe have a truck, like a food truck or something, or
yeah, or stack or learn how to make the bricks myself.
okay.
Which, so it's something I gotta figure out,
Oh, you're talking what's the side hustle? Would it be pizzas or would it be doing
I'm sorry.
the ovens?
I'm sorry, yeah. Building the brick ovens themselves.
Doing the ovens.
Yeah.
Okay. Setting up
And the
ovens.
landscape around it too.
Dope.
So yeah.
No, that would be even more niche because you could be like that, set you up like your yard, kind of like
Yup.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right? See, I was watching those HGTV those shows and stuff.
Flipper flop and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are like flipping houses, but yeah, all that
But
kind of within that vein.
you know what I'm saying though? Like
Yeah. Backyard
Backyard
renovations.
stuff, yeah.
Let's knock out the middle wall to have an open concept.
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna combine the dining room and the living room, so everyone can mingle. And you're like, yeah, it's all taking that turn.
Yeah.
But no, the backyard though, that's sick.
Something important, right? So
Have the what do they call it? Horseshoes or the cornhole?
cornhole,
And then
baby.
the fucking pizza brick oven. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Hot tub.
Yeah.
Hammock, putting green.
Well, we got a garden back there,
Dude.
so yeah, it's coming along.
The backyards can be fun. Man.
It could be.
Yeah.
Even the front yards.
It's a reason to get people together.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I have a brick oven pizza thing. Like
Yeah.
on Friday, like y'all come over,
Yeah.
we press some dough, and then, like,
yeah.
it's
Or
just
even-
like a reason to
'cause
do something.
I've told my neighbors too, like, hey, this is like a year ago. Yeah, I'm almost done. And then I'm not done yet, but I said, yeah, when I'm done, I'll tell you. Like, just come over one time,
Nice. What's the pizza of choice? What are your toppings? What are your go-tos?
I don't eat pork. So
Okay, no pork.
I
Which is a huge, like, right off the bat, like a lot of people are like cut off, like pepperoni, sausage.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I've learned that I love pepperoni, but
But you
I'm
don't.
not dying without it.
Nah.
So Yeah, turkey, beef, whatever.
Okay.
Vegetables, lots of vegetables and stuff.
Nice.
I need, like we said,
Me too.
trying to get the whole.
If I had to pick, like veggie pizza is my staple.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with veggie pizza.
I
love olives.
I always
too.
picture myself at one of those tables where it's like pineapple belongs on pizza. Changed my mind. And you know, you get people like it's like Democrats and Republicans are like, fuck pineapple.
And
you're just like, you know, it's just funny. I can take it or leave it, but I love pineapple on pizza because it so doesn't belong, but it works.
Right. Yeah.
Like pineapples, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, black olives.
I like green olives.
Green olives.
See, even that can be an
That's
argument.
another one. I love them, but some people are like, ugh.
Like what? Yeah, it's black olives right here, but like, yeah,
or even olives in general.
Set tripping right here.
You love them
on olives.
Yeah, I freaking love olives.
Everyone's arguing about something. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's vegetables. If it tastes good, I eat it.
There you go.
And if it don't, then no. So,
yeah, man. We used to, when I was working at the pizza mill, they would we'd be slicing like the meats and the cheeses and stuff in the mornings, like with the slicer.
Yeah.
And you could set it on automatic. So you're slicing a ham or a turkey and it slices it real thin. And you're basically prepping like sandwich meat or cheeses or whatever. But like you do this big huge thing of provolone, and then you'd slice the whole thing down, and it was for the sandwiches. And the pizzas, they always use mozzarella. But you get down to the end of the provolone, and it becomes this weird shape where it's not really a sandwich cheese. It's not like it's the end of the cheese, the heel of the bread, so to say. And they would, at the end, you're like, well, you just chop it up and throw it in the pizza cheese and just kind of, just the last of it. You're not gonna throw it away, hell no. So you just throw it in, but that was always the best to me. It was like right then you're like, oh, like mix the mozzarella and the provolone.
Oh, okay.
And so there's some magic with the different cheeses too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you could do like a 4-cheese pizza with some different toppings.
Which is crazy because I like super lactose intolerant, but you know, I'm hard headed, so I don't learn. But
there you go, go for it.
If it tastes good, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I mean? Like it just be like that. Make sure I'm around the toilet. We're good.
I think dairy in general is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It's one of those things. I think we're the only species that eats it as an adult. I think.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff with dairy.
I can't remember right. But yeah, I think we're the only species as an adult.
I've gone all ways with it. Like, you know, just never really paid much attention as a kid. And then you get older and you start being a little more food conscious on what I'm eating. And then you start like doing your own shopping and you're like, okay, what am I actually eating here?
Yeah.
And then like, if you've ever gone down health and fitness rabbit holes, you're like, oh, this or that or whatever. And then, I don't know. We've even gone like my girlfriend's been a lot like plant-based and like vegan and vegetarian and like, I don't know. Now I just kind of, I do what you do. I'm like, if it's good, it's good. I search for whole ingredients.
Yeah. You don't want processed stuff.
The less stuff that I have to read and mispronounce, the better. Like, if you eat oatmeal, it's like oats.
You know what's in there.
And you're like, okay, just oats. Like, okay.
Oats and water, I guess, yeah.
Stick with the, and you can go up from there, but the more and more shit that's in there, it's like, the less and less.
It's like, whoa. It's like the names on the back.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't read that.
Keep it minimal, man.
Yeah, I get it.
Things are crazy now with GMO and it's just where do we go?
I don't know.
I guess you just do the best you can. You try to educate yourself.
That's all you can. That's all you can do, right? Like
do the best you can.
Do the best you can. We got to go sometime.
Yeah, you're right. You got to go sometime.
I don't know, man. I don't know much about.
My friend says, he's like, 100% of healthy people die too, right? When you're like, nah, I'd have one, but.
Right.
And you're like, nah, just fucking have one. Just don't do it all the time.
Just don't, I try everything in moderation. Except beer.
Balance.
Yeah.
Harmony, like we were talking earlier.
Except beer at 575.
Okay. Yeah. What's your favorite down there right now?
Probably the Wismer. It's an IPA. It's a juicy one, so it's not as hoppy.
So you've got IPAs.
Yep.
I like the Bluff Springs one. The blueberry one's good.
Yeah.
I need to get down there and try some of the other ones.
We got some new ones. We have a peach.
Didn't you do a coffee one?
We do.
Okay. Now that's my jam.
That's a jam?
I love coffee. So
okay.
I gotta give it a shot.
We got that too.
I remember you posted about it or something, right?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes.
You have a peach one?
Yeah, it's a Hefeweizen, but it's got peach in it. Man.
Which a lot of people would be like, I don't know about that, but if you have
Trust me, yeah,
it's fire.
It's not over peachy, It's just right.
It's just peachy.
Just peachy, baby.
Yeah, I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. When's the next Yankee Lima show coming up?
Next month.
Like at Lowe's or the V or?
Yeah, I think the next one's at 575. Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Which is also great. Yeah, but I say that because stuff pops up all the time.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean we have a wedding to play for on Saturday.
Cool.
So stuff pops up. So it's also a blessing. That means people like us.
Awesome. What more
that's
could
it.
you ask for?
We're that, just chill 3-piece band, right? So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's great, man.
We're not, we're not some rock headline,
Some big thing.
No, we're just having fun.
So you just throw up a drum set, Dale with acoustic, and a vocal mic.
Steve with the bass.
Steve with the bass.
And his acoustic, yeah.
And just keep it real, kind of just on the floor,
We try
off the
to.
cuff.
We try to, yeah.
You're running what, a couple stage monitors?
I run
Small PA?
I run in-ears myself. But,
In-ears. Dope. Okay.
But yeah, we do have, if we need it, like if we play 4th Friday.
Oh.
Which we've done, which is great.
Wow.
It's kind of weird, right?
So you have that much material. What is that? Basically, you guys have like 4 hours worth, 4 sets worth of material.
We
right?
do.
Yeah.
Or stuff we're just going to, all right, we haven't played this, we haven't practiced this in a while, but.
Well, here we go.
Here it goes,
Yeah.
Excuse me. But sometimes shit happens.
That's a trip being like, when I first got in the band that I'm in, Seven Stone, it's like, man, like 4 hours. Like you
think about it, you're like, whoa.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And then you get into it, and it is a lot, but it just
not.
flies by.
It's got the good riffs.
Flies by. Like when you're up there playing, you're like, damn, that set went by. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we got one more. Hurry up. Like, let's get out there.
Let's get up there. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're like, damn, it's midnight.
Yeah.
And people,
it's still here.
yeah, they want more.
Like,
and you're like,
come
we have to shut it down. And you're
Yeah.
like, we can only do one more.
Yeah, especially at the V. Because we don't have like bars anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, which I mean could be good or bad. I don't know, depending on your life. But yeah, it's like remember the Jerry's or Palm Side or stuff like that. Yeah.
I got to get our drummer Larry on here.
Yeah.
Because he's been playing drums since forever.
Forever, right?
And he knows about Alamo since forever.
Uh-oh.
But he's like, man, y'all missed out. He's always telling us, man, the 80s were so
80s,
fucking
yeah.
sick. And he's like, we used to have so many clubs and
Yeah.
people would come out all the time and the parties would be packed, the bars would be packed.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's just the V, pretty much. And, Lowe's, the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
A couple places you can play.
And those are like 3, like they're out there. Like they kind of, that's why I want that central like spot made for music, That's what I want.
We need a venue, a
venue.
good venue with
like
a good stage.
in town, Rabbit Hole's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Rabbit Hole.
The Rabbit Hole is
not like
sick.
that. I'm very thankful for it, every place we play, but I want something in town.
Central,
Yeah.
Something right there.
That's what I want.
Yeah, like that old theater on New York or something like that would be sick, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's the way it goes, I guess.
The old hound's getting restless.
Yeah.
What's she doing, sweet hand? You want out there, hound? She's funny. Yeah, man. So, shit, where do we go? Probably wrap it up pretty soon.
Probably, yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow? You got to work?
No, I'm off all week.
Oh, that's right.
Which is great. Well, I say I'm off,
But you're not off.
I'm not off. I'm never off. I'm always thinking about something. What's the next move,
Yeah.
Probably some cleaning.
Some cleaning.
Yeah.
Keep the brick oven rolling.
Yeah. I need that stuff started quickly.
Yeah, we need to do a pizza sometime.
Yeah, for sure we will.
Let's do a jam too sometime, man.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Did you see the Shred Collab?
I saw, because it was you, Hollis, and...
There were 7 guitar players.
Because Tony was on there.
Tony was on there. Bartman from
Bartman.
Burning Sunday. Keith from our band.
Yeah,
lead player.
Yeah.
Me, Jeff, our keyboard player.
You have a keyboard player?
Yeah, from Seven Stone.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so he was on there. He did a keys part. So it was who was it? It was Bart, Tony, me, Hollis, Jeff, Tim Coles.
Yes.
You remember Tim Coles?
I remember Tim.
And then Keith. Yeah, 7 of us.
Wow. Okay.
But we could do something similar.
Yeah.
Where we just do like a jam track.
Yeah.
But you could do the drums.
Drums, yeah.
Or something.
Do that. I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get that
I
started.
want to do some simple collabs. You know,
Yeah.
Just like no pressure.
Just doing it, man.
Yeah.
Just feeling it.
Just come jam around.
Yeah. I got lots of ideas.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
sure you do too.
Yeah.
There's always something
Tons of ideas. Yeah.
in my head that I'm like,
I've realized sometimes the problem is there's just so much that it's information overload.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I don't know which direction I want to go because it's like choice paralysis.
Yeah.
You're like, I have too many colors
Yep.
to paint with. Which color do I pick? And not only for my own ideas, but like with friends. You know,
Yeah.
where you're like, man, but that's a beautiful life. What a beautiful problem to have.
What a hard problem, right? Yeah.
Where you're like, man, I have so many friends
Right.
and so many ideas. Like, I don't even know where to start.
Right.
But I think the key is to just start.
Start
Start somewhere.
somewhere. Take the first step.
Yes, sir.
Leap of faith.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's wow, man.
Good
what a
stuff.
blast. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Hopefully you got a little bit left.
Yeah.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
Get you one more. We'll sip it on the porch on the way out.
That'll work. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Let's get that proper one in.
Yeah, so.
Right on, man. Hell yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
So y'all need to visit 575 and go see Shun on which you're kind of in the back, but
I'll be out there.
you'll be out there.
I'm always there.
Stop by. What's your recommendation right now? The peach?
Yeah, do that.
Get the peach.
Peach or the rim trail.
The IPA-ish
That's
one?
the like rim trail, yeah. The
Sick.
pale ale, sorry, yeah.
Pale ale.
Yeah, do that.
Dope. I'm gonna have to come down there and see
Yeah.
you, and then maybe we can catch a vlog with a
Yeah.
DIY pizza.
Yeah.
Have your bro do the dough
Let's
and
do it, man.
throw some olives on there, some green olives.
Green olives.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming,
Yeah,
dude.
bro, appreciate you.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Yeah.
Good one,
What a
man.
blast. What a blast.